everyone, and
what's up, everybody? We're gonna fight the cast of Mortal Kombat.
Okay, let's all just take it easy. My name is Vince Casso.
Get over here!
I'd like to remind you all we have closed captions on.
Yeah,
And I am.
and those
was
closed
on purpose.
captions say that we're gonna fight the cast of Mortal Kombat. What's
All
up?
of them.
My name is Vince Casso. And I am the DM in your dreams for this episode. This is episode 43 of our series and is titled The Dream Will Never Die. This show utilizes the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game system in my homebrew setting Boros and is completed by a wonderful cast of very beanful adventurers. Let's meet them.
Yes, my name is Xander Genre, and I'm gonna fight the cast of Mortal Kombat.
Oh, boy.
Yes. I normally use he, him pronouns, but tonight I'm playing Bora, a Furbolg Paladin Ranger who uses she, her pronouns. And also, I'll be playing Bora, who uses she, her pronouns, a Furbolg
Oh, I'm upset.
Paladin Ranger that is caught in the Netherworld. Oh, I'm so stressed.
Hi, I'm Abria Iyengar playing Fess, your half-elven ranger rogue. These hands are rated E for everyone on the cast of Mortal Kombat. We're gonna fight them all. Like I said, there's no stunt coordination for just getting your ass stomped in an alley. Both are
Clip your wires.
Both Fess and my pronouns are she, her. And all of Mortal Kombat's were.
Hi, I'm Sage Ryan, and of course I would fight the cast of Mortal Kombat in solidarity with my friends.
This
Generally,
is not legally
I
binding.
like everyone, but if my friends are going to fight, I'm going to show up tonight.
Clear the bench.
Up to this point, I have been playing Dazzle, your fallen Azamar Warlock, but tonight I will be playing Dazzle, your fallen Azamar Warlock, and we both use she, her pronouns.
What's up? I'm Anthony Carboni, and Sub-Zero isn't about temperature; it's about his fucking talent. Let's go.
Jeez.
Fight the cast of Mortal Kombat. And tonight
Oh
I'm
my-
playing Chirp Burbington, your honest, forthright, and caring Aarakocra monk.
All right.
And we both use he, him pronouns. And we are both just too fast for the cast of Mortal Kombat to catch.
Anthony, you're going to cause a babality.
I can't follow that. Hi,
You
everybody.
better fucking try.
I'm out here, you know, it's I'm just Haley Bray playing Elaborate, your turtle death cleric, and listen, we're not actors anymore, and so we eat real food and we drink water and we know how to use our muscles to last
Against
For
the cast
violence.
of
Against the
Mortal Kombat.
cast of
against
Mortal
Mortal Kombat.
Thank you.
Against anybody, really. I'm just here for a fight. Both our pronouns are she, her.
Hi, I'm Gina DeVivo. I feel so loved and supported and like I could just fight. And you know what? This ain't a tan, it's a burn. And I use she, her pronouns, but tonight I'm going to be playing Asmodian and he uses he, him. And also I'm seeing myself on the monitor and I am glowy as
You look great.
hell.
You look so
Fine.
good.
Radiant.
Like if you
Positively
look at me
radiant.
on the actual like stream right now, I have a halo around me.
And you know what's
And
crazy?
I
You know what's
think-
crazy? The
Yeah.
cast of Mortal Kombat won't even fuck up your lashes.
There we go.
They can't even.
There we go.
And I think it's fitting because Murray is sparkly as hell.
True.
And remember that you at home have a curious capacity to cause calamitous commotion via cathartic chat contributions. We have a series of donation tiers allowing you to do everything from banking up rerolls, giving one player a helpful or perhaps absurd and destructive temporary magical spell effect that we affectionately call the bullshit scrolls, kicking off a The Office-style confessional cam, making anything or anyone in the environment, save for a player character, super sticky. And finally, you can kick off a Make It a Mimic, where a random object in the near future becomes a surprise mimic our party has to contend with. And If we hit our goal for the night, we will allow chat to join the battle for the rebellion. After we hit
By
our
fighting the cast of Mortal Kombat with us.
I am listening to the Mortal Kombat like techno song right now.
We're going to tell
Whenever
you
I'm
what
muted and I'm
bar in
ready to
LA
swear.
to meet us at tonight. We're going to trap the cast of Mortal Kombat there.
Because they move in packs.
There's
this
about to be
stream
a
is
Johnny
not
Cage
sponsored.
match in a second. Let's go.
This stream is not sponsored by Mortal Kombat. It is
Anymore.
the exact opposite.
Whatever the opposite of being sponsored by, yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
After we hit
You're a
our
direct
goal for
threat.
the night,
You're challenged.
I will cue you, the chat, to begin rolling d20s in chat that determine the course of the fight above in Beznost, allowing you to potentially save the lives of beloved NPCs and hopefully help to save the city. But for now, it's time for a story. Our last episode saw our heroes engaging in the Great Chenik Caper after a solemn funeral for Sarunan Vri and Brewer, arriving in the Noshnik's annual gala in style and working their way through auctions, young dwarven mapmakers, hors d'oeuvres, many sweatered dragonborn, feline antics, and more to get to the vault. Cracking it, they liberated it of the tattoo pen and ink evidently required to get them access. Quoi?
Sorry, we liberated it. We stole it. It's funny.
Yes, you politely stole it. And I think you actually killed the person studying it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They started it.
Required to get them access to the predecessor facility hidden beneath Beznost. They escaped via zipline from the roof, Fess screaming, and tomorrow brighter as they descended into the mayhem of rebellion below. Reuniting with Lirin outside of Chenik, they thought all was well, that they had gotten out unscathed in a unique turn of luck. However, this was not true for two of our heroes, Bora and Dasle, who found themselves ever since they vanished previously in Izero in a terrifying and unfamiliar realm. Bora, Dasle, time is an odd problem. You cannot say for sure how much has slipped away while you've been in here, or how much you have left. You are really nowhere. You hear vague echoes of an outside world, feeling as though you're locked away in your own minds, but still definitely together. Around you is a twisted mix of the familiar and strange, jagged shards of past and memory cobbled together into an approximate reality tinged by a familiar iridescence. What do you do?
I really think I should just try smashing it one time with the hammer, just to see. I mean, maybe that's how we get out?
I think you'll feel better if you at least try it.
And Bora's gonna swing down her hammer on one of these, like,
Roll me
shards.
just damage.
Okay.
And then what are you aiming for? Just like the general environment or something specific?
Yeah, well, we've been sort of testing around the walls and or like if there are walls or these like jagged memories. Let's see. 15 damage.
Okay, yeah. That's actually interesting. So you swing your hammer and you crack into what you could call a wall next to you, sort of this just very rough assemblage of pieces of each of your pasts, and it shatters before you, and right behind it, where it once was, you could tell it was almost covering that, is this shimmering membrane, like an almost an energetic veil, and just beyond it, both of you see a space comprised of flashes of frantic, flickering, sped up, jumping, and tracking images. Dasle, you recognize them as the dreams and visions that you'd had before, but from another point of view, almost like it's behind the scenes, and it's showing things you had not seen before, Dasle, but you could not make them out clearly without venturing within.
I think we should go towards that.
You do? Okay. If you say so.
I don't want to just stay here. I want to be working towards getting back to everyone.
Yeah.
But it's the first time that I've thought clearly, and I don't know how long it's been.
Well, it's a good time for that. We could use some clear thinking.
I feel bad that I can't tell anyone. And I'm just gonna start moving towards the like visions of it.
Oh, and we're going.
All right. Great. Dazzle, you touch the veil. Make a wisdom saving throw. Which you can make because you are accompanied by Bora if she's lending moral support with advantage.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You are on your own.
I believe, does my aura affect?
It should be all saves, right?
Yeah.
I'll
What
give
is
you the
that?
aura. Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
it.
What does that add?
Let me see.
Should be your charisma.
Yes.
Ooh.
Which is just a second plus 2.
Okay, so it's an 18.
Okay. Great. So your hand touches the veil and you feel a resistance trying to oppose your entry, but you can tell it's weaker than it should be. There's a strength behind it, but one that can't really come out fully to bear against you. And you are able to pierce into it bit by bit, but not without taking a little bit of pushback, that is to say, in the form of 6 points of psychic damage as you move through. Are you trying to bring Bora with you?
Bora is going to be on the back, like sort of pushing her forward. And as she does, she's going to be casting Lay on Hands. So any damage that Dazzle is taking is immediately like
Ooh.
regenerated.
Just feeding the meter. Hell yeah. Beautiful. Okay, so as you can tell, Dazzle is, by just the way this veil is reacting off of her body, there's probably some aspect of this that is hurting her, and you're filling that back up as you go through, but you do manage to push into the space, and inside, your minds are overwhelmed by a force impossibly grand and inscrutable, but you feel as though you're in some kind of control room of sorts, some central place of this force, this entity, whatever this is, where its machinations are laid bare, even if they are difficult for you to discern. What do you try to do or figure out or discover now that you're in here?
Dazzle gets 6 points back. Just at this point.
Thank you. Whew. I want to try to. Do I have any semblance of what kind of the like visions that I was seeing, like what even the scenes are without detail?
Yeah, so I'd say around you, it's just like a mile-a-minute flash of stills from all of these different visions you've had. You could certainly, now that you're in here, try and focus your mind and control it a bit to see what it is seeing, if that's what you'd like to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Make me one more wisdom save, again, with advantage, because of Bora support.
You can do it.
Moral support. That is a 13 plus the aura, which is an additional 2. So, I'm sorry. Did I say a 13? I meant to say a 19 with
Ooh.
the additional 2.
29.
I rolled a 16
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
and,
And
a 3.
How do
I
you
went
attempt...
down instead of up.
We're playing first edition now, y'all. How do you attempt to steady and focus this vortex around you?
I'm gonna, cause Bora's had her hands like behind me on my shoulder. I'm gonna like grab onto Bora's hands for just kind of like steadiness and support. And am I able to like focus on a particular vision, or is it just seeing them as they flash?
You're seeing them as they flash. You feel that you can slow them down and give them continuity, and so you can actually like piece together what's being looked at by this thing.
So I'll just kind of put my hands back and just go, thank you for not making me do this alone.
I'm here for you. And then Bora's actually going to cast Heroism on Dazzle. Creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points, so +4.
Beautiful.
I feel invincible. Fucking fight me, visions.
Well, Dazzle, you
Fight
and
me, cast of Mortal Kombat.
Bora as well, you do not feel malice or hate or even evil. These are concepts that seem lesser or more simplistic than whatever this is. You see, Dazzle, your first vision with yourself in a city being felled by the rebellion, and you see that other you that you had spoken to manufacturing the scene, staging the felled bodies of your friends and piecing the whole thing together from scratch. You once again see the vision from where you grew up, your nook under the stairs, and you feel yourself in the position of the other you now, and you feel it seeding sorrow and despondence into your mind, aggravating those sensations of loneliness that it preyed upon. You see your encounter with Imvare in the
I
jungles.
slap myself across the face.
Okay. So do you want to stop seeing what you're seeing?
No, I want to continue and slap myself across the face.
Okay. Roll. Well, it's 1 point of damage, so. Bam. Great. You take 1 point of self-slap.
And I heal it.
Confusedly.
I'm taking off my pool.
The visions do continue, though, and you see your encounter with Imvare in the jungles of Eka, and you feel it manufacturing this facade of a god who you had come to trust. And finally, you see your vision of your home on the plains with all of your friends, and you see it for what it really was, a flat, matte painting with no depth, no substance, a fiction to show you what you wanted to see. And then you see why. You see the visions not of something you had experienced before, but what it was intending for you to do next. Beznost, Losha's study. You're focusing on the doll upon its pedestal. You're bloodied, your eyes radiant and purple. Behind you, the bodies of your friends. You killed them, Dazzle, because they would not destroy the other side of the tapestry like you knew you should. You see yourself complete the ritual, and when presented with the choice to heal the tear in reality or destroy the other side of it, you choose to destroy. The world pales as half of reality dies, and you watch as the blight consumes Boros. Dazzle, Bora, you are now aware of what it is aware, even if just on a basic level.
Sure. I totally understand. But just in case I didn't, Dazzle, are you gonna? Okay, this is not. I mean, that's a possible future of something that could happen, so we could avoid.
Yeah, we can stop it now. I knew that it wasn't right. I knew that it wasn't right when it first started coming to me. I said that I didn't trust myself, and it just kept getting stronger. And I feel like I could hear myself saying words, and I couldn't stop myself from saying them. I kept saying to destroy the thing, and I knew that it was wrong.
Dazzle, all of us have lived our whole lives listening to our gut, listening to our instincts, and surviving off of that. It's not your fault that you were manipulated in this way.
These weren't my instincts. These are someone else's.
Well, let's find out who and get out of here.
There's one more thing here, though. From the inside, you sense the presence of other functions and controls, and with the right finesse, you might be able to break yourself out just long enough to talk to the party, to let them know that something is wrong, even if only for a few moments.
Should I smash it?
Do you want to try?
She turns to Dazzle.
Yeah. Wait. If you do, what do we say to them? What if we only have a second?
Oh, I don't. What?
They'll trust you. You have to talk to them.
Okay. Maybe I'll take a look at it first, and she'll just sort of figure down. Are there like buttons?
So this is not really a control room in terms of mechanics, so much as it feels like this is at the center of the consciousness that represents the power of the doll. That's just like, it's a sensation you have. It's hard to explain it any other way. Like,
We're in the doll. The visions we've been seeing have been the doll's point of view. right?
Yeah, you nailed it, buddy.
Yay! There's just a lot of being in a sack.
So do you want to just like try and smash something, or try and go like with the mental approach, or what's your plan? Question
Yeah.
for both of you, by the way. Either of you can do anything.
I mean,
Are there does it seem like a physical manifestation of anything around us, or are we sort of in like an empty room?
The space around you is undulating and changing constantly. There's no real constancy to it.
I'm down to try and
Undulate.
Eldritch Blast into the void to try and make a tear in it.
Yeah, pick a
Fuck it.
spot.
Yeah, pick a spot and roll an attack.
As soon as Dazzle does that, Bora's gonna follow up right behind and smash the same spot.
All right.
Oh, build one too.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. That is
The old
a
blasty slammy.
22 to hit.
Okay, and let's roll damage, and then Bora as well. You're hitting damage.
Yay. 21 to hit.
Huzzah!
All right.
Oh.
13
Only-
points of damage. I'm only going to throw one.
Only 9 points of
Okay.
damage.
Well, that'll do it. So,
Ooh.
Dazzle, describe this blast to me, and what you're aiming for, what you're targeting with this.
So I'm going to look for kind of a space in the vision that I could see our friends, that I could see the rest of the party. If there's anywhere that I can see somewhere that they were or are, and I'd like to aim for a spot in it they are not standing, as to not
Okay.
hit them. And for the first time in some time now, Dazzle's Eldritch Blast is pink again.
Hey!
Hey! Okay, yeah, so you focus on an area, and you can hear, again, you can sort of hear the echoes of something outside of you, and there's a spot you feel like the sound is a bit dimmer, maybe a safe place to blast, where you fire off that pink Eldritch Blast, and
Can I-
Bora, yeah?
I'll piggyback off of that. As soon as Dazzle fires, Bora sort of leaps out with her hammer in front of it. The pink blast sort of like rockets her hammer forward, and she smashes it. going along.
down!
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, it's just rocket fuel for this hammer that pierces into this construct, and it's like opening the airlock in space. It's like piercing a vacuum, and for a moment you feel your consciousness being drawn out. But before that happens, meanwhile,
Oh.
the rest of you have reconnoitered just recently with Lirin just outside of Chenik, as they are catching their breath and watching smoke go up in the city just behind all of you.
I love a zip line. Can I just say that?
Oh, you guys gotta go on a zip line? Ah,
We were also cats, I think.
I just got stabbed.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, sweetheart. Probably getting stabbed and then going on a zip line is not like.
No,
Oh,
it's
great.
pretty metal to drip your blood all over the battlefield on the way down.
true.
That's
That is
true.
pretty cool.
And I'm a dwarf. I haven't got a lot of it.
Well,
Yeah, do you need like some
You
healing?
alright?
No, I rubbed some dirt in it.
Oh my god.
That's-
I walk over and I cast
How
heal
are you the
wounds.
head of intelligence?
No, it's magical dirt. Oh, all right. Oh, that feels much better. Thank
I
you.
got you, buddy.
Look, I haven't got a mirror to contact the others. They would probably have gathered just north of here. We should make sure they got out of the city all right. Are you all right? You all okay?
A-okay.
We were cats a little bit.
Yeah.
Of
And
course,
then there was a
not
zip
not
line.
anymore.
Is that a metaphor or?
Yeah.
No, I kind of thought it was nice. No one could get nude in front of us.
All right, that was a superpower we discovered that we didn't know we had.
Cats are really powerful.
Really.
Looks
Um,
down at
Ella-
sassafras.
Oh.
Ella, you are aware that you still have a lingering hairball. Lirin begins to proceed north on foot to the other spot they assume the other soldiers would have gathered together at. And suddenly, just amongst the group, Dazzle for right now, stiffens, and you notice her eyes glaze over. And for a moment, What was a faint iridescent tint flushes away. Dazzle, you are in control now, and possibly not for very long. What do you do?
Yeah.
Fart?
This is not me. This fails the evil check really, really bad. This fails the evil check really, really bad. Bora and I are somewhere else. We're not here. We didn't come back. We're not back.
May I insight check, please?
Yes,
Same.
you may.
Absolutely.
And I'm just holding up my hand and pointing at the tattoo.
Oh. 15?
Oh wow. I got a 20.
I'm sorry. I wanted Bora to come back. I didn't want it to be me. Bora would have done better. I'm sorry.
You are fine.
I'm not. Fess,
Where
I'm
are
not.
you? Where are you?
I don't know. I think we're in the doll.
What?
I don't. I would like to pull my bow on Bora, please.
Oh yeah.
I look immediately
out.
at Bora.
Okay, so you draw weapons on Bora. Fess and Ella, what were your insight checks?
21.
Okay, and those were on Dazzle?
Yes.
Okay, so I'd say from that, Ella being much more sure than Fess, but both of you reasonably certain, Dazzle seems more sincere now than before. And you have reason to believe, you're more inclined to believe this is less likely to be a trick than the other is likely to be a trick.
Quick, Dazzle, as my best friend, what's something only you would know about me?
You can't see out of your one of your eyes on Sundays.
Everyone knows that.
I didn't know that.
None of us know why
I
you
knew that
can't
before I
turn.
even met you.
None of us know why you can't turn in one direction. Honestly, I don't think you're really that into Barbara.
Wow, that's definitely Dazzle.
Then who are you?
Yeah, I am just staring down Bora right now because, like, for all of the static that Fess and Dazzle have had, she trusts her completely. So we have a problem now. What's Bora?
You can see that Bora is just looking right at Fess.
I don't really know what's happening, but I know that I love you, and if I'm putting you in danger, you should shoot.
Shoot fire into the ground.
It's still Bora. I think it's still Bora's body. I don't know. I don't.
Well, then what's inside of Bora? What?
I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
Dazzle?
I was here while I was gone.
We're gonna get you, okay? Wherever you
can't
are,
hurt
we're
her.
gonna find you.
We
Okay?
In the
can't.
doll.
We
Do we smash
don't.
the doll?
We
As
don't need to destroy the
quickly-
tapestry. I don't want to destroy the tapestry. It wasn't me.
As quickly as it came, Dazzle blinks and seems to return to normal.
Before with my pink scarf, can I sleight of hand the doll away from whoever this Dazzle is?
I would easily give it up.
Okay, then I
yeah,
want
so
to grab
kinda
it and
so
hide
right-
it from this.
Right
Bora
as she's saying
Dazzle.
that, the last thing
Yeah.
she's saying, you want to dive into her bag
Previous.
and grab the doll.
Yes.
With your scarf, you said.
With a
your
scarf. I don't want.
Okay.
We all know not to touch it with bare hands. So
I want to steal it with my tongue.
Okay, yeah, so I'd say you grab it, yeah. Then Dazzle appears to revert back to the way she was before this kerfuffle, this outburst that just happened. What do you all do?
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
How you feeling?
Fine.
I
Yeah.
run behind Fess.
Why is everyone?
Can I do it real quick? Can I do it real quick?
What are you checking?
Yeah.
Feeling all right?
86.5.
Hmm.
Or 96.5. She's
I
not
was like,
that
that's-
old.
she's dead.
She's freezing. She's dead.
I was like,
oh my gosh,
oh
she's dead, Jim. Yeah.
Bora, you got any potential explanation for what just went down there, buddy?
Well, Dazzle just kind of said a bunch of stuff. I don't know what's happening.
Do you
Yeah,
really
that's-
not know what's happening? Or are you lying to us? Who are you?
I like stand up next to Bora and like kind of adjust my posture up a little bit, even though I look very small in comparison to her. I just kind of like, what? Why would? Since when do you not trust Bora?
When you puffed away for a second before,
Yeah.
what happened?
Well, the demon appeared, and then where the demon was still there.
That's-
Oh, yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
happened. It was just a second. It was just.
Yeah.
I reached out for Dazzle, and then we just continued on.
There was
Okay,
a
quick
pull, and then
huddle.
we came right back.
Okay.
Quick huddle.
Before we huddle,
Yeah.
what's the terrain we're in?
I'd say plains, very lightly hilly, but mostly
I heard
flat
savannah
plains.
in my head. I would like to summon a cheetah, please.
That's close enough.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. So now there is a watch predator watching these two while we huddle up.
Oh wait, we're not in the huddle. Oh,
Absolutely
Oh.
not.
No.
I guess that makes sense.
Y'all don't go nowhere.
If oh yeah, sorry. Hi, welcome to the group. If there's consciousness is in the doll, but we have to be very careful in case these are the real bodies, and maybe they're just sort of operating as like insta souls, where it's like Bora and Dazzle
Sure.
light. You know what I
Standard
mean?
Insta-soul situation, of course.
You don't believe in magic, but you're getting real metaphysical right now.
I believe
That's
in
incredible.
souls. Souls are not magic. They're the dust inside of you that's alive and puppets the meat sack.
You
That
have
made
got to
perfect
explain
sense.
You're
your
welcome.
entire belief system to me at some point when we have more time.
I would love to. Thank you for asking more questions from me. I love talking about the. Sorry, no. So, I have the doll, and maybe we need to protect the. Can I just be thinking detect thoughts on the doll?
Ooh.
Because in case their souls are in there.
Oh, buddy.
Might invite
Um,
something else in.
As a matter of fact, you will be rolling a wisdom save for that.
Uh-oh.
Buddy.
Incredible.
Okay. Wisdom.
Yep.
Here we go. Hey. Okay.
You got this, bud.
Nat 20, 28.
Let's go. No, double it. Your natural 20s
Oh,
are huge.
48.
Oh, yeah.
God, wow.
56?
Okay.
Got
I really wanted to
173.
damage you. All right.
I know you did, but the fates say something else.
Yeah, 48's
Guys,
pretty,
tell a
48's
story,
pretty
Vincent.
good. 48's not bad.
We're telling a
not
story
bad.
here, baby.
Give you that.
48's not bad.
I can agree with that.
Great. So you feel the doll's thoughts, as well as you can piece together the thoughts of whatever this is, give way to you, and you feel it recoil against you, but it doesn't seem to really take. However, what you perceive is that there is more than one awareness connected with it. You perceive something familiar in the thoughts and the feelings of your friends. You got 48, so fuck it. Your friends, Bora and Dazzle, and you very much feel them emoting and thinking very much the same things Dazzle just said during that, that incredible moment where she was just very agitated for a moment.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much sadness and regret and sweetness and oh, I feel Bora now. Okay. So much love. Wow. Oh, and feistiness.
Smashing.
At the same time, Vince, I'm going to try to read the surface thoughts of fake Bora.
Yeah.
No thoughts, only nuts and berries.
Yeah. Brain smooth, no
Well-
wrinkles.
As a matter of fact, the surface thoughts of Bora are the surface thoughts of Bora, and so what would Bora be surface thinking right now?
She's thinking that something went wrong, and that Fess could possibly be in danger, and that she's the cause of that danger, and so she might have to go back into the woods for a bit.
Look, whoever these two are,
To a farm
if the real ones are in the doll, whoever these two are, they think they're the real ones.
That's what I mean.
Okay,
There's
but
no.
could they,
I
could
mean,
they
I don't
both be the
sense
real ones?
anything. I don't sense anything about them that's trying to do anything terrible. Like, it
Yeah, but
seems like
that's-
they care.
But those aren't our people. I
No,
want our ones back.
No,
but that means we can't stab them.
Okay, yes, no.
I can't
no,
hurt her.
If what is happening is what I think is
God, you're here
happening.
too.
I just listen. I'm very pensive and introspective by nature.
No,
Okay,
we
listen.
appreciate you having you here,
It's fine.
sweetheart.
We know it's hard for an introvert, and if you need to recharge your social batteries every once in a while, that's fine. But this is kind of important.
I appreciate that. I spend 3/4 of every episode recharging, so it's okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What's an episode? What are you saying?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Thanks, Bernard. If what's happening is what I think is happening right now,
Why is she
we need
immediately
to
Bernard?
act.
Because Jeffrey Wright's a fucking boss.
And because he was the first person who used that line in the plot twist. You motherfucker.
Let's play make Vince as uncomfortable as possible.
I'm so good at that game. Are we playing?
Oh boy. If what is happening is what I think is happening right now, we need to act, and we need to act fast. Because they're not going to have much longer.
Before
Before
what?
the doll digests them?
This is blight. And it works in only one of two ways. It kills the host, or it corrupts the host. And they become a sleeper agent.
Do we have any more of the good stabbies?
Oh yeah,
Against blight?
The dagger
goo.
that kills entire people?
No,
The EpiPen.
no, no,
the
the
other
blue
goo.
The blue goo that
EpiPens.
makes
Oh,
you
we-
unblight. You barf out all the blight.
We kept a shitload of it. But
Yeah.
I...
Not good enough
Yes,
for this?
this is a good use. This is a good use of it. This is a
Ah.
good time to
Oh,
use
were you
it.
going to hold back on our friends? What the hell, Miss?
What are you planning to save it
We
for?
don't know what we might need to use it for. No, you're
Oh,
right.
you know, like on our friends?
Okay, we're gonna have to hold them down, okay?
I look over
Okay.
at Bora and I just go, they've gotten really loud. They started by whispering and now they're just yelling.
Well, I think
And then
they're
it's
at the part of the huddle where they remember Nasika's here.
Yeah.
and you hear chirp yell in the distance.
Ha ha ha, yes, that would be a great thing to have at their surprise party. What a good thing to do for our friends.
It's
The
nice
cheetah
that even
is
when they
confused
don't-
and looks over its shoulder back at Chirp like, what?
I
It's
will
nice
say
that even
though,
when they don't trust us, they are still trying to protect us.
Bora Dazzle, you are starting to get a little bit of a suspicion that maybe it's these people who aren't actually your friends. Maybe.
Vince.
Everyone's face at the same time.
Maybe they don't have your best interests at heart. It's just a tingle right now. And anyone who is looking in their direction would see the purple coloration of their eyes deepen ever so slightly.
Okay, we gotta get this stuff in them fast, but also, I have a weird question. Have we, I know we've learned what the doll is kinda sometimes. I wrote
Not
it on a
really.
note. Okay, great, okay. I didn't know if that was just a note card thing. I didn't remember. Woo,
Dazzle
that-
cast Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
Oh,
Has anyone ever thought about maybe dipping is the doll a manifestation of the blight? Because what if we just put it in a like relic bath of this blue goo
It's
and like baptize this evil doll?
the blight
God, you're-
always seems to start with the doll, so
That's not a bad idea.
You wanna
I think
try?
it's cool.
Yeah, can I have one EpiPen though, please? real
Can we
quick?
Yeah.
simultaneously do this to our friends because we know it'll
Yeah,
work?
yeah, both
Yeah.
double time.
Okay. I
Wait.
want to walk over.
Yeah, I
And
want
talk
one
to
as
Bora.
well because I want to go towards Dazzle.
Yeah,
while you're
we know
going
what's
towards
up.
Bora.
Whoa! Are we still?
No.
Hey,
It's us.
I put my bow back. I'm sorry.
We have reason to think
Cheetah.
that when you did the poof, you might have got a little infected. Remember when some people got a little infected? We just need you to drink the stuff and throw up the bag.
Bora, what if when we came back, we didn't come back to where we left? What if this isn't real? What if...
I was starting to think that too. And she'll look at Fess.
I've seen so many things. There have been so many thoughts put in my head. What if this
Fess.
is one of them?
Bora.
Who are you?
My name is Faisal Weni. I'm your wife. You're my best friend. And I don't know what's happening. If you are different or if I'm different. But do you trust me?
I would like to insight check, please. And I'll leave it to you, Vince, to tell me sort of what.
I'll tell you things.
Okay.
12.
I will say this.
Oh, can I have advantage because it's Fess?
I will say this. I'm gonna take the 12, but I would like you to make, and Dazzle as well, 1 wisdom save, no advantage, and no bonuses, no auras.
Okay.
18 flat on the die.
Let's go.
But I can do my wisdom. That's not even with my wisdom. I can have my wisdom
21
modifier still though, right?
Total.
Also 21.
Let's go.
You each have the ability to make 1 self-determined choice without the influence of the doll. A single action, a single thing you can choose to do with what little bit of your consciousness you might have residual left in your body.
Can I talk and do a thing?
Who's a free action?
Is talking a free action?
If
I'll
it
say
has, if there's a few words in there, then I'm cool with that.
Can I say that while this is happening, while Fess and Bora are talking, Chirp just sits down a few feet away from Dazzle and puts the tube in between the two of them and sits back and is like,
I know better than to try to tell you what to do. I'm just gonna sit here. I've been here for a while. You're my sister. I care about you very much. This is your choice, but I'm worried about you.
I would like to add, since you gave me secrets, I'll give you one back so you know it's really me. You once told me that you heard me toot the little star in the sky song while I was sleeping. You said that.
That's true.
I just look up to Chirp and to Murray in front of me, and if anyone's gonna kill me, I'd rather it be you guys anyways. So
Yeah.
and I'll just drop my armor of Agathis and drop to my knees in front of them with like my arms out to stab me with the thing.
Listen, we always knew it would be one of us, right?
Yeah, either it works or.
But listen, it's not
That's
me
fair.
today.
and Chirp stabs her in the arm with it,
And Bora.
and then puts his arm around her shoulders and is like,
You're probably gonna throw up a lot.
Yeah.
Throwing up.
I know, it's the worst.
After that insight check and getting a sort of bit of clarity to do one thing, Bora kisses Fess.
You beat me to it.
Okay, but hear me out. How much is this going to be ruined if you start throwing up?
I know.
So what you
back and
feel
forth
is like,
forever.
oh God.
No, stop.
Fess is holding Bora's face with one hand, and I think Bora can feel in their embrace as Fess reaches into her pocket to grab the syringe, and then she presses it into Bora's hand to let her decide, and just kisses her back.
I used up the one action.
I said what I said.
I'm telling Vince.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Meanwhile, after Dazzle was initially able to break out and get a message to the group, back inside of your minds, Bora and Dazzle, you remain trapped. You know you got a message to the outside, but you can't be sure if it's going to be enough. What do you do from within to try and break out completely?
I don't know if any of this is working.
I don't know, but I know that they heard me. I know
Yeah?
that they heard me. They heard me. But they don't know what to do about it.
Okay.
We're still there. There's still us there, and they don't know what,
What
to
did
do
you
about
get
it.
out to them? What sort of message?
I told them that it wasn't us. I told them not to destroy the tapestry and that
Oh, Fess is gonna kill us.
no, and that it might still be our bodies. That it might still be our bodies. Not to kill us.
Oh,
So
Chirp
far,
is
it
gonna
didn't
kill
seem-
us.
I can't promise he's not.
Okay, all right. Well,
What
This-
can we see
mm,
currently?
The world is shifting around you, but it does seem to give a little bit to your will, Dazzle, as you have gotten a bit of a foothold over managing the flow of this space. Now, what you can do with that is a question that's up to you, but there are certainly an infinite number of things you could try.
Well, okay. From the outside, if we're looking at this doll, it seems pretty fragile. We know not to touch it, right? What if we started heating it up from the inside? That would get him to notice it.
Okay. That would, I guess, alert them. I
And
think.
maybe-
Wait. I think before I came back, I think Murray got the doll. I think Murray has it. I think Murray knows.
Oh, okay.
But he grabbed it with like his scarf, so I don't think he's touching it. Can I see in these visions, can I see ourselves, our other
Yeah.
selves?
You could certainly like stabilize one of the visions to see such a thing, absolutely.
I would like to do that, and I would like to see if I can like walk up to be there.
It's very Minority Report.
Yeah. I would
Hmm.
like to get as close to it as possible, and I would like to cast Magic Circle around the faux us.
Oh.
Okay, and remind me what that does?
Celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead cannot enter the circle. They can't willingly enter it by non-magical means, and they can have either disadvantage on attack rolls, can't be charmed, frightened, possessed, or when I can elect to cause its magic to operate in a reverse direction.
Okay, so
I
you're
will go with the
putting-
last one.
Okay, so you're putting the circle around the. Did you say the bad use?
Yeah, the other two of us.
Got you. With the
And I-
idea that they cannot get out of it is your.
And I would
Like-
like to create the effect that their magic, whatever it is they're doing, works in reverse. It undoes whatever they are
okay.
actively doing.
Okay, got you. Awesome. Now that is not a roll on your part, right? You're able to cast that.
I am just able to cast that.
Okay, great. So, describe to
Oh,
me.
wait, no, it is a charisma save, but is it a charisma save on their part? Let me see. It
I'll
doesn't
just roll those ahead of time to be safe.
say if the creature tries to
Okay.
use teleportation. Oh, it's only if they try to teleport out of it.
Ah,
no
got
roll.
you. Okay. So, yes, wonderful. You can absolutely draw that circle. I will ask you, because this is all about mental control and fortitude, I will ask you to make another wisdom saving throw to manage this.
Do I get Bora's advantage?
Yes, you may.
All right, good, because one of those suck. 19.
All right. And that right there, as you draw the circle and both entomb and reverse the polarity of the magic being done to and by these other opposite evil yous.
While that's
so
happening,
to
I'm going to
speak.
back up to
Evil.
Bora and just like
Yeah, we'll
kinda
hold
get
together.
behind like her shoulder and like
That is what gave you the wisdom save back up top to be able to make your self-determined action. And you, from within, hear a sound like bones cracking, and from without as well, like metal shearing, and with a crash of energy, sending a shockwave out from Dazzle, dealing 6 points of electric damage to anyone immediately near her. Dazzle is back to herself on the ground, eyes clear, but Bora
Oh,
is not.
oh,
oh no.
Let's go. What's Bora doing? Tell me more.
yeah.
So
Tell me more.
Bora, you have the syringe put in your hand,
Hmm.
but that moment of clarity, that moment of self-determined decision has passed, and you are back to believing this is the very much the wrong thing for you, and these people do not have your best interests in mind, and they may not even be who they claim to be, Bora.
Bora uses the syringe on Fess as she kisses her.
Sweet. The moment she feels it, like I think Fess is still kissing her, and she pulls away just long enough to say, Jiren, attack. And I want my cheetah to attack her.
You named your cheetah Jiren?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want the cheetah to attempt to kill or pin or immobilize? What's your cheetah plan?
It's just an immobilize. Get her pinned down.
It can try.
Okay. So let's do a strength contest.
Okay.
Cheetah versus Bora.
Well, no, I want it to be a maul attack. I'm gonna bite her in the leg. No, it's a pin. It's a pin. It's a
Well,
pin.
no. I
like
mean, a
what you
maul
said.
attack. You can tear her leg off for all I care.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my god.
Well, she has advantage because of pack tactics. So there.
Ooh. That's only a
Dazzle's
10.
just screaming.
Cool.
to Bora.
That's a 22.
Okay, and that was to maul, right?
No, we said pin.
Oh, we said pin. We landed on a pin. Is that where we? Okay, great.
We said pin.
Great. So yeah, the cheetah. If you want to tell the story of how it slams her to the ground.
Yeah, I think, yeah, like she pulls away just enough and looks down at the plunger, and the cheetah like screams Mortal
Finish her.
Kombat.
Animality!
And Bora, the Fess ducks as the cheetah like runs up her back and like tackles Bora from the top.
Ooh.
And like Fess is just gonna move to the side, like while Jiren's pinning her down, and just wants in clear view of Bora's face to see the plunger, and she like finishes pushing it in and takes it out and waits just as proof.
Chirp looks at Nasik and is like, "We know we wasted one. I don't want to hear about it."
And
Maybe
Nazik is
another
like
one.
quietly fuming.
Another one now.
Yeah. So that's the thing, though, Bora. You see how you plunge the goo into Fess, and you can tell that it's gone in, and she seems unaffected by it.
Okay.
It's also hard for you to tell, though, whether or not any of this is actually real, but I'd say make another wisdom save, flat wisdom save, to see if you can even believe that happened.
Bora, I love you.
13.
You're gonna get
You do not believe that was real.
What?
However,
So-
you are pinned by a cheetah.
Listen, Nazik, look, I know, but we need another one. Just
Nazik is already running towards Bora,
Okay.
and you see her grab a jug of the blue goo, because you don't have any more syringes, there were just the two, and a straw. And she
Oh my
runs
God,
over
no.
to Bora and takes a gulp of the blue goo and sticks the straw up Bora's nose and blows it in.
The fuck is that?
I had to make a snap judgment. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yo, Nazik, that was wild.
I respect the hell out of this field medic shit you're doing right now.
Disgusted.
Oh,
However,
hey, Dazzle.
Hi.
as a bonus action, Bora would like to instantaneously Misty Step, both out of the cheetah's grasp and away from the straw.
Yeah.
So Nazik blows all over the field.
Yeah, it's hard to hit her, isn't it? What the fuck?
Great. Do I have hold person?
Okay, pin this
I
motherfucker down.
do. I also
Hey, call
will
her a
cast hold
motherfucker one more
person.
time. I dare you.
I do have hold person.
Look,
I do.
you could take your earrings out all day long. I will choke you to
Chirp-
death with my hair.
Chirp looks at Dazzle and is like, "What do you think's worse? How much you threw up or being attacked by a cheetah?"
Bora's
even
gonna do both, so
Yeah.
probably Bora's.
What do you all want to do to Bora?
Hold person. We're both
both
Ella and I.
Marnie and
Are you
I
both
just
guessing a whole
add hold
person?
person.
Yes.
Beautiful. So I guess that's a charisma save, wisdom save,
Wisdom.
Wisdom
It's
save.
a
Okay, great.
save.
Oh, it's a wisdom save.
It's a wisdom save.
On my end, right?
Yeah, on yours.
So roll 2 of those bad boys.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh,
Make the wisdom based.
yeah. First one is 10 because I only rolled a 4,
Oh.
That
and
fails
the second
mine.
one is 12.
That fails my. Both of those fail.
So you
Right.
held as
well,
fuck.
well, if one of them works, one doesn't have to get cast, or should I?
I mean, it's fun.
It's
I think
fun.
we both
You have a
the
long
same-
rest
like,
after
I'll,
this.
I'll allow
Great.
it.
So you got like Neville Longbottomed, like right there. Just
We gotta go for the gross then. Fess grabs the jug, takes a big swig, and is gonna
No.
walk up and kiss. just juice into her.
I love it. It's like a
great.
mermaid
you,
kiss.
Sorry, it's not the consent. It's not a consent thing, but what?
you reverse CPR Bora. And
Furry scoops up the goo that got strawed onto the ground. You can't waste this shit.
No, you can waste it, my guy.
No.
Ew.
with another horrible wrenching noise and a flash of light, dealing in this case 5 points of electric damage just to Fess because she's the only one nearby at that point. Bora now is back to herself and her eyes flush clear again.
And Bora kisses Fess.
You're still a whole person. You can't.
I try. She tries.
She just leans gently.
Wait, she's about to be sick. Careful, careful. She might be about to be sick.
Oh, you're gonna barf, babe. Hold on. And I just back up.
Oh, jeez.
I drop hold person so that Bora doesn't throw up on herself.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't know what a spell is.
Yeah.
Chirp,
Get her out then, in, babe.
Chirp looks at Fess and starts taking off his brass knuckles, which she was just putting on.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Once again, it's one of those weird things. Like, I knew she was the wrong one, but if you hurt her, I have to kill you.
I know. I was not looking forward to fighting both of you.
Yeah, it would have been so sad.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Thanks for saving us.
Are y'all all right? What just happened?
We've been stuck there for a while. I don't know. Time was not right.
You
Let
guys
go.
missed the heist.
Oh, it was such a good heist. You would have loved it.
We got
It was-
some real cool stuff. We picked some
Oh.
stuff up for y'all.
Don't worry, you guys didn't do anything evil. You were just a little less.
Chirp takes the corner of his robe and wipes the corner of Dazzle's mouth.
Oh, thank you. Ugh.
Do you want a mint? The answer's
Yeah.
yes.
Here, I got
I'm prestidigitating my own mouth.
here. I've got some like fresh mint leaves for y'all to chew, and these nice little like little hard candies that should settle your stomach. Here you go,
Oh.
sweetheart. Just
I'm gonna get between Fess and Ella. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I just hug her. Just
yeah.
immediately. I love you. I'm sorry too.
I'm so sorry, sweetheart. You're all right. You're safe. You're here with us.
I'm sorry we didn't know sooner.
I didn't want to do any of that. I didn't want to destroy the thing. I didn't want to tell you that. I think that the evil checks maybe weren't super effective.
No,
on
it's
us
a
then.
foolproof system.
We were just touching your forehead, like maybe if you had a fever, it would tell us if you were evil or not.
And Dazzle,
Phonetically, fever and evil are very close.
I mean, I'll give you that.
Evil.
you do notice that your palm is clear.
Mom spaghetti.
The doll was controlling me. The doll was like I felt like a puppet. It was feeding me all of this information, and when we were wherever we were, I could see what was real. It was a horrible facade. I don't know how I don't even know how it worked. I don't know why I believed it.
Murray,
Yeah.
drop the scarf.
Drop it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
The-
be
the
anywhere
doll.
near that thing.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I just didn't want, in case you went blah
Thank you.
in
Yeah.
that way. But but now that you're here, I had an idea. I ran it by the group. I think we should baptize it in the blue stuff
Okay.
because this
yeah.
might. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
you
let's-
should hold it.
Let's use the goo that was already been like on the grass and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
We
you
don't
just
want
wipe
any
it.
of that on our
You can't use second-rate goo to get
No.
rid of
And
the
you see
source of the
Nazi
blight.
just trying
That's
desperately
nose
to
goo.
absorb all the goo with like rags and stuff and like wringing them back out.
Sorry about that. You hear from Bora, who is like gently petting the cheetah Jiren.
It's
Yeah.
fine. It's just
Oh,
all of our
Jiren's
fondest
so into
memories.
it.
Belly scritches. It's not
Yeah.
a trap.
You're the worst attack animal ever. You know that, right?
He knows who to trust.
I removed the top of the scarf so that you could grab the doll.
if you want.
Just drop
I'll
it
pick
right
it
in the. Don't be touched. Oh God.
Yeah.
It seems like I can still handle it better than most, and then I'll drop it in. I'll just grab it and drop it in as fast as I can.
Oh, everyone, huddle.
Ooh. Yeah, okay, so you drop the doll into a now mostly empty jug of the goo, but Nazik wrings a few rags over it and gives it a shake to try and coat it evenly.
Yeah.
That's the motion. And
Okay,
nothing
yeah,
seems to
sure.
happen in the jug, but the doll is certainly in a jug now.
You asshole.
That's some bullshit, and
I
I,
can
love
say that
it.
for sure. I can be absolutely certain.
Okay.
Chirp looks down at it like a kid who's trying to figure out whether their goldfish is dead or asleep, and he's like,
How do we tell if it's different?
Guess I could pick it up.
Maybe we just stop fucking with the doll for a while.
Maybe we leave it in the jug for a second in case it's
Do
like
we
a
even know?
marinating thing.
I look at
Keep
it,
it
look at
overnight.
To pieces.
I tap on the jug and I go,
You think about what you've done.
Yo, why can't we just destroy it?
Well,
How?
actually, now that I've said that, Dazzle, we did sort of have a vision of us destroying things, and it didn't go well.
Sorry, what?
But it wasn't.
What?
It wasn't
Hey,
the
babe,
doll.
what?
It was the tapestry.
Right, which I think is a metaphor.
In fact, Dazzle, you did see the way in which you could choose to either destroy the other side, the other reality of the tapestry, or to repair the tear in reality and mend the world. And it would be taking place in Losha's study in Beznost.
Was the doll there in any of that?
The doll was on her little podium she'd built for it that appeared to be the
It has
the
a tiny
place of this
chair and
ritual.
a little
Yeah.
table. And
It's
And
like
that was
American Girl
that was
doll
in the
at this point.
positive.
yeah.
That was certain. And again, so you were watching this vision without any influence of the doll over you.
Right.
You can be certain it was showing this
But
sincerely.
that was the one that I saw that was the positive vision. That had the doll there at the
Where
table.
we weren't dead on the floor.
Yeah.
Well,
where I
so
had
yes, that was, so you interpret
everything.
that, or you felt it was looking at that as a vision for the outcome it wanted, where you chose to destroy the other end of the tapestry, but you had to kill your party to do it. However, presented within that, you could also choose to repair it, and of course not kill the party, because now you are no longer affected by the doll.
Right. My question is, the thing that I saw, Losha's study, that was
Yes.
the thing it wanted to do with the doll there.
To destroy the other side of the tapestry, yes.
Okay.
Ah,
I'll relay that to the party.
cool.
All
Okay.
right. So
I-
we don't go anywhere near that study, is what I'm hearing.
I think we need the doll though, because the last at the other place too, in the field where we could repair it, we needed the doll to open up that sort of space again.
It is the key.
I love your glasses.
Who are you talking to?
Your memory. I love it.
I'm wearing them.
He always forgets when he cleans them because he can't see smudgies.
It's so clear.
Sometimes I forget because there's not lenses.
Meanwhile,
I look at Chirp looks at Nasik and Liren and is like,
Okay. You're the two Noe types.
Mm-hmm.
Doll is key. What now?
what? Okay, look, either way, we have to do something about how reality is literally torn in half right now.
Yep.
So if Doll wanted us to wipe out the whole other side of it,
Yeah.
maybe we don't do that.
It would be
Yeah.
awesome if we didn't. Yeah, we'll
Easy
not do
peasy.
that.
Put it all
Is it
back
just-
together.
Is it
Okay.
just like a simple deciding to not fuck shit up?
I didn't see the vision. I don't know how it's
So
done.
but then in the vision, in order for us to do the opposite of what
To repair instead
right,
of
to repair
destroy.
it, do we still need to be in Losha's
In Beznost?
Study?
Probably not her study. Probably like her like rumpus room, like her rec room.
Right, you know,
Her
it just needs to be
rumpus
like
room.
slightly different because we need to look. We know we need
If
to go to
Losha-
Beznost anyway.
If Losha had the place where she was studying the doll, then maybe that's where it's supposed to be done. I don't know.
I'm gonna ask a dumb question. Is Losha still dead? Because I thought I killed her, but then the war didn't change. I just want to double check.
War never
I-
changes.
I certainly haven't seen her around, so
Okay. Well,
I don't
just wanted to
know.
make sure that one death meant a thing for at least a minute.
It definitely
You
meant
know,
something
you
for
win
at
some,
least
you
a
lose
minute.
some.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we have a confessional for Dazzle.
Ooh.
With
Yeah.
Dazzle.
Yay!
I can't believe that I've been lying to my friends this entire time, and now I am so fucking mad. I want to hurt something. I want to destroy something. Losha's already dead, and I want to kill her again. I don't know. I want to blow up the doll, and I want to hurt whoever made me see me hurting my friends. Whoever was trying to make me hurt my friends. I'm gonna bring the same kind of pain that whoever this is wanted me to bring to my friends, to them. I can't rest. Full stop. I don't sleep. I can't do whatever is close enough to rest until it's gone. And I know we all cared before, and I know that I cared before, but these are the only people in the world I care about, and I will never unsee the horrific things that I almost did. I want to be worse and better for it. I want to be worse to some people and better to them. I don't know.
Who's currently petting the cheetah?
Bora?
Bora, you hear it like its tummy is grumbling, like it's got like some rumbles in its tumbly.
I think Jiren's hungry.
Fess isn't paying attention. She's just staring at Dazzle's like far away stare, like whatever's happening inside her head. I like it.
Jiren is currently like rolling back and forth. I think like that cats do when they go like one side to the other. And then suddenly, the thing style, its gut opens up into a giant maw
What?
and takes a bite out of Bora.
What'd you do to my cat?
What? They turned it into a mimic!
It definitely.
Thank you, and also,
Yes.
how dare you?
Who knew the first one would be a cheetah? It takes a chomp out of Bora's arm for 13 points of damage.
Someone kill Jiren! Kill it! Kill it!
And you see as its spine like folds over backwards, and it's using all its four legs like to walk upright as its giant mouth is on the top of its head now. And
Guys, what the fuck did you summon? That's awesome, awful, dangerous right now, but can you do that?
You gotta be fucking
I don't
kidding.
think it's supposed to do that every time. Hey, babe, come over here real quick.
I think your cat is hungry.
Okay.
was just gonna real fast in that leftover hairball from last time.
It charges at Murray, actually.
Fucking bring
I want to
it.
heal Bora.
Oh, thank you.
I take out Forget Me Not.
Hey. Okay.
It's
What?
galloping in a way that cheetahs really shouldn't. Like, all of its legs sideways, touching the ground, like, charging at you at like 30 miles an hour. And
I just
yeah,
sort of like wind up and get ready to just
Yeah,
launch
just don't
it.
call it Jiren when you kill it. That'd be great. Thank you.
Isn't that its name?
Yeah,
Hey.
but not anymore.
It's sensitive. It's a sensitive.
You want to give me like a day? I keep losing everyone, so maybe
Oh,
if we could
shit!
just
Work
Yeah.
better, work better.
Fuck. That cat's rocking up on you. You might want to swing, baby.
And you hear from Sassafras, that is no cat. That abomination.
That's fair.
which apparently
Holy shit,
Sassafras
this guy
has been trying to
talks.
tell you the entire time.
Yeah.
Great, so you're gonna make an attack while this thing's also lunging at you. So let's see how it does.
Okay.
Ooh, ow.
Is that a good owl or a bad owl?
Oh, there's only good owls here. Go ahead and roll your attacking damage.
Hey Vince, do you want me to like send you?
I'm
the
attacking
stats?
damage, or am I telling you the
Oh,
attack?
sure, yeah. Oh, no, you can attack. I mean, I'm assuming we have rerolls. If you want to hit, you're going to hit.
I'm gonna. What's their DC
What is the AC? Well, this is Mimic
or
cheetah
AC?
now.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you can use
gonna
Glowstaff.
bump it up a little bit. What'd you roll?
Boy, you can mimic anything, huh?
I got
Maybe.
plus.
I sure can.
Will it mimic?
Will it mimic?
Hi, math.
22 and.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, you're
yeah.
fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I was like, it's high math.
Yeah, roll damage.
Okay.
And it will also roll damage as you cleave it, and it comes down
I
on
get to
you.
reroll both of those. I love being a paladin.
Heck yeah.
I get to reroll. Oh, god damn it. I hate that. Okay. Reroll one of them. Oh my god. And a reroll. Better! Okay. 11. 15
15.
for the first
Okie dokie.
one. And 12 for the second.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that'll do it. So, describe to me how you cleave the maw that's currently, it's airborne, it's coming down, it's descending on you.
Well, I think it's like baseball swings, or I'm just carving off the mimic parts. Because it's still like
mostly mimic.
It's mostly mimic. Okay.
It's like a creature from The Thing, but like cheetah.
Aw.
Oh, gross! I swipe
Oh,
one,
gross.
Gross.
and I swipe one, and then I cry for the snow dogs, and then I yell, "It's just a figment, cheetah, right?
Yeah, it's a spirit.
Go, rest in peace." Bah.
And
Yes.
you swing just as its jaws close on your arm, and as it dematerializes in gore that then does ultimately vanish, it gets in a little damage on you, dealing 11 points of chomp on that arm.
Can I keep like a single mimic tooth?
Yeah, why not? That's fun.
Great.
It's a new necklace.
Neat. Are these things poisonous?
We'll find out, won't we?
Oh,
We
well,
will. Well, I'm immune to disease. We're cool.
All
Well, you
right.
won't get like mimic scratch fever.
We should probably get to meet the rest of the group up the road a ways.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just forget that happened.
This is all exhausting. I gotta tell you. How do you live like this?
We
Barely.
sometimes don't.
It's been a long road.
I hear Fest
Sometimes
didn't
we just
twice.
die, yeah.
Oh, I meant
all
it
the
isn't
time.
always like this. We just only ever
Oh.
it.
I thought you meant we don't always live.
Oh, that too.
Hmm.
It worked on multiple levels.
Hmm.
I just meant sometimes we actually just have some fun downtime and have fun conversations, but usually that's when people don't get to see it because it's not as cinematically interesting.
What is everybody talking about today?
He's here like buzzing.
I don't know. My
Uh,
glasses made me feel funny for a minute.
Ella, after the shockwave of freeing Dazzle and Bora from the mental prison they were in, you feel like a little bit of a rumbling in your bag.
Oh, you're gonna say in your tumbly again.
Like, I already did my
Ella's a
hair.
mimic.
And you see a muffin with a little face poke its head up out of the bag,
No, mimic muffin.
and it looks up at you and gives a
mimic
thumbs
muffin.
up,
Miffin.
and then goes back down into your bag.
It's a McMuffin.
And you
Here you are.
realize you have a newfound ability. Specifically,
Find Muffin familiar.
once per long rest, I'll be more generous than that. Once per
Oh.
long rest, you can, out of one of your baked goods, you can make one come alive and fight or do simple tasks as a sort of like a summoned assistant or familiar.
And Princess Bubblegum.
You have a muffin automaton?
Oh,
You have a muffin golem?
Golem, yeah.
All this power that I have, gonna totally abuse it.
I feel like we gotta set up Benny.
It's like Benny Antha.
Yeah.
It's Muffin Beniantha.
I'm gonna write that down.
Benyantha. That's as close as I got.
Beniantha.
Once per
just
long
north-
rest, you said, right?
Once per long rest, yeah.
Does the size of the baked good matter?
No, Anything you
No.
can bake, you can animate.
It's the motion.
That's what
Well,
they
let's
say.
all just take it easy.
You can bake me,
It's the
Vince. Can you
motions.
animate me?
Please give me Muffin Wife.
Just north of the road, you encounter the remainder of your rebel group. There's a great many citizens of Izero and Chenik gathered, but the group you know best has clustered together. However, they do look a little bit smaller than before.
They've shrunk.
As you approach...
Everyone's alive, but they've shrunk.
Oops, all gnomes. As you approach, Thea Goldage and Urbara break off to meet you.
The wounded are being tended to. Given what we were against, we got lucky, but it wasn't without loss.
We rode a zip line
As cats.
as cats.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
And
It was fun.
Urbara is mustering himself. Your etheric fell. As did Nook, trying to get to her. And then when our Skype was blocked by soldiers, Hilga came up with a plan to lure them away.
No.
No!
Before hang on. Before I could stop them, it gets worse and then better. Before I could stop them, Nebkim and Milvert also broke off to help her, and we lost sight of all of them in the fray. I've been back in the city 3 times looking for them, but I can't find a trace. We just have to hope they're all right.
If we
That's the
repair-
better. Oh,
If we
sorry.
repair the tapestry, do we get them all back?
There's a chance.
There's a few distinct possibilities. It's possible that all of this happened, that some of it happened, or that none of it happened.
Just this once, everybody may live.
We
I
don't know
think
that
we-
for sure.
Burn down the world to make sure this happens and hope we get everyone back. All I've ever experienced is loss. This is what war is. And it's not that I don't want to mourn them, but we don't have time.
It's
Any
true.
chance? This.
I don't know much about war, but I do know adventuring, and you lose a lot of people there too.
And if there's any chance of getting anything back, I mean, it's either continue to lose and lose and lose over and over and over again, or follow that last little bit of hope.
Let's fight back and go to Beznost.
That's not all.
Ah,
Wow.
Okay, we were having a powerful moment.
Yeah.
We came in with like a bunch of fucking downer energy. Like, read the room.
You all need to be aware of this.
Okay.
While we were
Watch out.
fighting, we found that some of the citizens of Chenik were sick with some kind of wasting disease. They had purple eyes.
God damn it.
Now, we've checked our own troops, and no one seems afflicted at the moment. But whatever this is, it's beginning to get around.
If we have a bit of the cure still, we may be able to make more in this lab.
Or we might have just put a contaminant in with our jug of cure.
Hey, I'm gonna get really gross for a second. There's a bunch of it in my blood unspent.
Sorry.
I don't know. That's fine, babe. You're good. I don't know if there's something with that. I don't know like where medical technology is.
Nazik is eyeing one of her empty syringes.
You
Yo,
could
do
start
it.
Spitting on people and like.
I'm
putting
not
your-
gonna spit on people.
Oh, I should have wiped
Damn.
myself first.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
this
how
was
I die.
Dazzle's.
That's how I died today.
That's how I died today.
Prestidigitation. Bacteria who?
But this is it. We're marching for Beznost. This has become something very real. The people were chanting your names in the streets. The Empire would have never expected its own citizens to rise up like this, not after so definitively quashing the first rebellion. And yet here we are.
The last rebellion.
That'd be great.
We're stopping this. No more.
No more soldiers.
Well,
I'm ready to
Best
get
be off.
serious. Let's fuck some shit up.
Go.
But as you set off for Beznost, your final destination in this adventure, we need to resolve our loot from the Great Shenik Caper.
Oh
Yes.
All diamonds, just diamonds, nothing else.
Reaching,
but
all
diamonds.
right.
Oops, all diamonds.
Reaching into your bags of goods, what did each of you get?
Well,
Someone has
Chirp
to go first to see
has-
how cool an item we get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Chirp
Are
has,
we taking real magical items or bullshit magical items?
I'm
I
making
said-
one up.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm
you can
making one
pull
up.
something from an actual list, or you can make up your own item that's sort of like fitted to your character.
So
So-
Chirp has a it looks like an egg timer. It looks like it's just like a little kitchen minute timer with like a lanyard. And when he turns it, he gets 60 seconds of stone skin.
Nice.
Hey, that's fun.
Yeah.
Word.
Uh,
Little egg timer.
Bora is like feeling
A bird
around
with an egg timer.
in her clothes, and she feels like this lump that she wasn't familiar with, and pulls out this like handkerchief, and she sort of opens it up, and there was an auction that was happening, right? And she just like, oh, this must have been the other me. What a scamp. And as she opens it up, and there is a case with 2 earrings on it. And it was the earrings of the lost wives. And there's one that is sun-shaped and one is moon-shaped. She sort of picks one up, and as she puts it in, it's the one that's sun-shaped, and she can sort of hear and communicate with the other one. And she gives it over to Fess, and it's like, I
Oh
think
my god.
this might let us communicate.
Oh,
Get a load of that
and she
flavor,
pierces
y'all.
her own ear.
Oh, whoa!
Ow!
Jesus.
Oh!
It's fine. Ow.
Oh,
We're good.
somebody put some alcohol on that.
Leon,
Look, I'm already dirty syringed. We're
just
good,
because
we're good.
just because you
Don't
were
heal it,
raised
it'll
in
get stuck.
no.
I
Chirp,
can hear
Chirp
you.
like pulls the other clean corner of his robe, the one that he didn't use on Dazzle. He's like, just because you were raised in a dirty battlefield doesn't mean you have to act like it all the time. It's gonna get infected.
All I know.
Lance, I know, you're so cool.
Ella,
Like
I
we're
believe you
here.
had something.
I do, but I wanted to double check with you because I might need some help on like the other half of it. So like I wanted to like grab what looks like a just like clear glass jar that has a diamond in it, open it up, pull the diamond out, and then open jars closed, then open it up again, and then there can be something else inside of it every time, and like there's
Ooh.
a chance
Like
that
a
there's
diamond.
Not all the time. Not all the time. Not all the time.
And if you
but
put one
open
diamond
it-
in and you shake
And then
it, it
it's
turns
so
into 3
many.
diamonds.
It's a
So
D4, and the lower you roll, the more likely you are to get it.
If
a
you roll a
diamond.
1, it's 700 diamonds.
Yeah,
Wow.
If
I
you
got
roll a
the-
4, it's 300 diamonds.
So you
Right.
you got a jar of possibly diamonds.
I got a jar of potentially diamonds, but I wanna know what else should come out of the jar.
Ooh, the jar of potential energy sounds like a cool.
Right? Like
magic
it
item.
could be like,
It does
is it,
sound cool.
is it just coal, or can I like open it? And I don't want to steal Chirp's thunder from his jar of bees, but like I would love for something else, like really.
So we can certainly, I'd say I'll hand it over to your improv. Whatever you'd like to come out of there is probably fine. I trust you.
Great.
And if you want to give it like, I don't know, 3 charges a day that reset, you can just pull weird crap out of it. That sounds
I
like
love
fun.
that. Yeah, as long as I was wondering if I needed to determine it ahead of time, but if I
Nah.
don't,
Just
if it's a jar of
we improv here.
miscellaneous, I feel like it's probably just a jar of jokes and maybe a diamond.
Jar of
It's a
potential
jar of
detritus.
charitable.
It's a jar of miscellaneous diamonds of different quality.
Mhm.
You know? Have you ever gone shopping for serious jewelry? There are different cuts and grades.
Yeah, you know.
Sometimes it's just
Ooh.
coal.
Who else has found an item?
Okay. Oh, fuck. Mine's douchey because that's how I play Fest.
Oh, great.
You gotta do a cool thing. So Fest pulled a like archer's glove, like a 3-fingered archer's glove, but it's disconnected from the fingertips, and there's like metal like finger bones
Oh,
that go to the main glove. And when she puts it on, you can actually see the like stone bones that you guys use to resurrect her, like are always visible. And I think using it, she gets a third attack with her bow, but it does the toll the dead cantrip for that one.
Oh,
It's a save or suck, so it doesn't always do that.
I like it. That's flavor. That's delicious.
Yeah, and I'll describe the flavor of if it hits what it looks like. There's like a different.
Hell yeah.
It's not bells.
It's not bells. We have Dasle or Murray.
If you need time to think, I got something stupid. All right. So, magical item and all that. Murray just is like, well, when he's looking around, there probably wasn't much that caught his eye. He's already got 2 swords that he adores. That's his deal. He's a sword guy. And it's a great sword, both literally and figuratively. So, I think he didn't realize, but he found like a temp tattoo sticker. That is not temporary. It is a spell tattoo, but he thought it was like a party favor in the vault. So he took a temp tattoo that I think is like a protection spell that I would like for him to up his AC permanently.
Yeah. And what's the tattoo look like?
It's let's see. Would Murray have a good tattoo or a bad tattoo? I think it's a little bit of a basic tattoo. I think it's just like a really cute like outline of like a little bird. With that the shape, it looks like a bird, but it also could be sort of shaped as like runes connecting to each other to shape it. And I think he's like put it right on his collarbone. Just like classic, beautiful, like very elegant tattoo right here. Just like, oh, that's pretty.
What is your AC currently?
Sometimes it's 18.
Sometimes. Okay.
It's 18 right now because I have my chainmail, my fancy beard.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's give you +2 AC.
Fuck yes!
I use mostly spells than you guys anyway.
You do.
Hell
it's true, but
But hey, look, now you're harder to get mimicked. Bitted.
And if anyone ever does come at me in the neck, I don't know, it's sometime in my career with an actual sword.
Yeah. And last but not least, Dasle, what'd you find in your bag?
So Dasle pulls out a draping black robe that when you kind of shift it, it looks like it almost like gives off a pink hue to it when the light hits it.
Ooh.
And she puts it on. And you know how emo kids have those sweaters with the hole in them for the
I love a thumb hole.
She has that on the end of her. She has that on the end of her robe, but they hook onto her wings. So when she opens up her wings, they look full. And it like covers up the like emptiness between the bones. And I'd like it ideally to work like a robe of the Archmagi.
Okay, and what does that do?
While wearing the robe, if I'm not wearing armor, my base armor class is 15 plus my dex modifier. On saving throws, I have advantage on spell and other magical effects.
Good.
And my spell save DC and attack bonuses increase by 2.
I love that compared to Xander's, I want to talk to my wife.
I know.
Yeah, right?
Equally good.
I wanted them to look full.
The same.
My original idea was just the cloak, and then I was like, the cloak should do something. So I was looking at different cloaks.
I love
It's either that, or I would take Arch of the robe of the Pact Maker. I will say on the back of it there is a design, which is like kind of inspired by the Pact Maker.
Juicy.
And it's a combination of Firem and just kind of like a fiery thing, and the devil that I made the deal with for Fess's life. And it's the two of them kind of intertwined on the back of the robe.
I love that. I'd say, you know what? Yeah, let's take your robe.
We'll figure out the details later.
We can, yeah, but it's gonna definitely do some crazy shit. I love everything you've said so far. Y'all have some amazing items. Those all sound great to me. And upon discovering your incredible loot, we are going to take a very, very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in maybe 5 minutes, and the adventures will continue.
Or you'll get replaced with a mimic.
It happens.
Careful, It
You're
does
gonna.
happen.
It's
It
true.
does
best of
happen.
us. It's Bora. She's the best of us.
Butts,
Not
butts,
me.
butts, 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 butts. Hello,
of Mortal
everyone,
Kombat's asses.
And welcome
All
back.
of them.
As we get back into our adventure, we're actually going to be starting with a confessional from the Farfoots, who are babysitting the
Yes!
fledglings.
Oh yeah.
We need a
my-
confession from Ahad Brooks, whose ass we're gonna kick. Jimmy Olsen, fucking Jax.
Oh my god. There's 3 of them. There's 3 of these little freaking birds. And they fly. You have to realize I'm a gnome. I'm like 3 feet tall, and these little bastards can fly. I love them to death. I really do. I love every one of these kids, but sweet mercy, they can crawl on the ceiling. No, sweetheart, the food goes in your mouth. Yeah, just right, it's not, okay. You can wear it if you want. I'm not gonna make another bowl. I could be adventuring right now. I could be living my glory. I could be out there. I think Belinda's been asleep for 48 hours. I've never seen her work so hard. I haven't checked her pulse in over a day. I hope she's still alive. But I don't know how much longer I can do it. Oh, I know. They're like our next. Oh, they're our future. Actually, you know what? If I'm being honest, I'm not sure if these kids are our future. I gotta be honest with you, because I might kill them today. This might be it. Oh no! Oh, come on. You raised Bora. You can get through this. Oh, but that's because Bora was a fucking angel, and just like this little fucking gem of a blue daughter who was just perfect in every way. And the pecking. They peck each other. You don't realize it makes a noise. It's like knocking on an overturned canoe. It's all night. Okay. I'm gonna go tag out with Belinda, and if my wife is dead, you know what? I'm just gonna join him. All right.
What are you talking about?
That's my favorite. That's such grandparent energy. I raised a perfect child, and then my kid raised these fucking rats.
Bora's like, I sense my dad's murderous energy.
Huford, Duford, and Lewis are angels, and I won't hear anything else.
Duford and Lewis.
I won't hear anything else about it.
That's tomorrow.
Let's just imagine children raised by Silas, though. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
no doubt, word of this new rebellion is spreading.
3 kid energy versus single kid energy, very different.
Yeah.
True.
As you travel, you all realize Beznost may be prepared for you in ways that Hizero and Chenik were not, but regardless, you are on the road there now. And, in time, the great, towering, walled rings of Beznost come into view. This small caravan has turned into a mile-long wagon train, with even more rebels from Chenik having joined up with the fight, supplying arms, provisions, horses, and more.
With each new group that is joining us, I feel like Murray and Bora keep looking through, be like, Hilka.
Oh,
Chirp just leans into Dazzle's like, you think they'll see us coming?
Yeah. But I think they would have either way. It's the us of it all.
Question. How much of the original leadership of the first rebellion is still extant?
Ooh, not a lot.
I think Fess would go and try to find anyone that remembers that regiment life and is trying to organize these people.
I'd say the most you could probably find, and there may be some for sure, would be people who were formerly members of the rebellion, but for some reason were not present for the battle at Goldsea Fields. Which means there might be some local logistical persons who are stationed in various other cities who handled like administrative or communications things, but any soldiers, anyone with any martial experience would have been on the field and would have died that day.
I think she actually values the like admin and like organizational stuff way more, and she's gonna do her best to try to like take that leadership position since it's incredibly vacant right now.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you can begin. Look, the whole rebellion, this new rebellion, is already very familiar with all of you, as you have been central to like this recruitment drive. The tale of what you pulled off in Azero, and even your adventures before that, is what's inspiring this new rebellion. So, Fess, and true for all of you as well, even as you just move through the ranks of these people, there's, you know, whispers and like, oh my God, it's fucking Fess, she got twice.
Yeah, it's me. Give me $1.
You gotta give him $1.
Yeah,
What's
give me
$1?
Give me a fantasy $1.
Oh, okay.
And someone drops a copper in your hand.
A pip.
A pip.
A pip.
Remember that?
And yeah, you hear just like whispers, and just like people are very aware of who you all are, and you definitely are like superstars in this rebellion. Whether you like it or not, you kind of are the leaders here.
Hate that.
No.
I think Bora probably noticed that Fess keeps rubbing the like spot under her like little arm guard where the tattoo was. Yeah, just it's sort of her anxious movement.
Well, you're up. Yes, Bora?
Chirp looks at Dazzle, is just like,
They recognize us. We're recognized. Everybody recognizes us.
Oh my God, it's Chirp.
You get used to it.
Bora.
They know who we are.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, right?
Wait, who's the
No!
I know that we're used to having to hide, but I don't think we have to hide here.
Give me $1.
Okay, well, you say you don't want to
What
be
is that?
recognized,
What
and
is
you've
that?
asked them all
What's
for
that? Give me
dollars.
$1.
Chirp. No, what you gotta do is you gotta hold a convention and then make people pay for that.
Get out of here.
But just more and more bureaucracy on the way. It's all bureaucracy on the way up.
If you
I
keep
hate-
asking people for fantasy dollars, you're essentially charging an appearance fee.
That's kind of cool.
Hey, is that Jennifer Horsington? What? Me?
Did
What are
you?
you? I look at Bora. I'm like, did you just try to start a rumor about Jennifer Horsington being here?
I send messages, because messages like whispering in someone's ear. I send messages to a bunch of people in the crowd about it.
Jennifer Horsington's
I
here.
think that's
Jennifer
Jennifer
Horsington's here.
Horsington.
What?
Is that
Jennifer
Jennifer Horsington?
She's got like a 12-pack.
You should
Hey,
give that
babe, if
bird
I hook
$1.
up with Jennifer Horsington, is that cheating or is this like a gem in the holograms thing?
I feel like Jennifer
I'm sorry, a
Horsington
what?
may be interested
Fantasy
in
gem and the fantasy holograms.
your
No,
alter
no,
ego,
that's in both.
whoever that
Jennifer
is.
Horsington's? Oh my God.
Give that bird $1.
Give that bird $1.
Her ancestor was the first horse.
You have a pro.
I heard Jennifer Horsington has an 8-pack. She's shredded.
I actually heard it was 9. There's one in the middle on the bottom.
I heard Jennifer Horsington used to be a centaur.
However, you approach the city, thankfully under cover of darkness, as night has begun to fall. And even now, you can see in the distance a substantial garrison marshaled outside of the city. And out of view of the soldiers surrounding the gates, Liren has set up a small command tent of sorts, the dim lantern, to illuminate a table and a map of the city.
God, I love maps.
All right.
Picked up
Work
on that.
fast.
Every entrance is going to be heavily guarded. Our troops will be hitting the enemy head-on if we try to breach the gates, and the city could hold a siege for months without breaking. That said, in the old maps of Beznost that Deriza stole from Chennik's libraries, it looked like there were other entrances to the city. These old tunnels from the predecessor days.
How excited were you that this is all going to come down to maps?
I'm not gonna lie, pretty fucking jazzed.
Yeah.
I've been like sitting on this for a while, and it's like it's hard to contain.
It's okay. Celebrate your moment.
Oh, I'm
Maps are
glad
having a
that-
moment right now.
Yeah, while
Go
the
ahead.
rest of us were getting like, possessed by mimics and, all of that was going on, you were just thinking about maps.
That's like a Tuesday for all of you, right?
You're not wrong. Hey, is my onager here?
I'll say you can peek out the tent and you see somebody pulling the onager on a leash,
Shut up!
and it
just
looks
says
well fed.
Fess on
It looks
it.
well taken care of.
It sees you and it like it wiggles its trebuchet.
Oh, it remembers.
It knows it's small.
Ooh, what if it's called Hunter's Mark instead?
That's really cute. I run out and I leave the meeting to go carve this into the side.
Yeah,
Fess.
How do you
Clear.
spell Mark?
M-A-R-K. What is
Wait,
the
that's
matter
the
with
word you have
you?
trouble with?
Which way does ours work?
Which
I
one
lived
do
in the
yours work?
forest for a long time. We have not established if I'm a strong reader.
Thank God you're so ripped.
You were part of something called the library club, wasn't it?
The reading club, yeah,
Reading
true.
club.
That doesn't sound like me.
I feel like Fess joined the reading club right when it became the rebellion.
Yeah. It was all just a cover for
Right
child
when they put the
soldiers.
books away and picked up the swords, that's kind of when Fess got involved.
Now that I think about it, when we first came into the library, Fess was holding a book upside down. And I thought that was weird.
And
Less
I just
love
thought it
read.
was cool.
And
Get back here. Liren's about to share their big map thing.
Right. Well, so we probably can't get the entire army through these tunnels. Or we might be able to, but if we can get a whole big chunk of them, we could hit the Khazira garrisons from both sides, from the inside of the city and the outside, while we slip deeper underground to get to this predecessor ruin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is there room for the onager?
That's a
I
real
don't-
important question.
I don't think the tunnel can... Also, I feel like the onager is not the most useful underground. Probably better for...
I immediately hold Fess back.
let me go.
No.
Read his ass. Let's
No,
go.
let him have it. Let
Fess.
him have it. Let him have it.
Fess.
They're big
Okay.
into maps and they're having a moment.
Fess, if you want the onager to really shine in this fight, well then let it attack the walls. It's what onagers want to do. It's what they're made for.
All right.
She's good at it.
I lean out of the tent. Hey, you want to attack a wall? Hey, buddy.
It
Hey,
wags
buddy, you want to
its
attack a
lever.
wall? Yeah, it wants to attack a wall.
Okay.
Right, so our point of entry will be here, and they mark a section of the plains just outside the city on the map, about roughly a half a mile from you are now, but closer to the city. There's supposed to be an access point around there. Now, Deriza never knew the exact location, so we'll have to kind of dig around a little bit. There's one thing, though. The entire approach to this access point is going to be straight towards the city, so in very good view of the city's scouts and guard towers. And with a force as big as ours, we're guaranteed to be spotted pretty much as soon as we approach, even with the night considered. Any ideas on that?
Scatter.
Yeah, I don't get seen at night, but I understand that this is a problem for other people.
I'm very visible at night, but I look like a spooky ghost.
Yeah.
I'm really more of a sneak in quietly sort of person or fly up above. I don't really do direct approach unless I'm killing an innocent priest.
Okay, we gotta have a conversation about that, buddy.
I'd love to. There hasn't been any time.
It really has it.
That's
we'll
fair.
We'll get to
You
it.
want to take a type 5 real quick over here?
No,
gotta be
let's
honest,
plan
Jeff.
the siege.
I realize, like, it's getting you pretty deep there, but it might not even be the worst thing you've ever done.
Whoa, do you think that's helpful, Liren?
I pull
Sure.
Fess's arm up to me.
Yeah.
Use it, yeah, use it. We got a fight ahead of us.
Hey, it might get undone.
Yeah.
Never forget that. And also, before we all go, I just want to sing a little song.
Wait,
Before we all go, we haven't even come up with a plan.
Well, I want to
Scatter.
know what this song is.
Okay, so,
Ooh,
Bora, so I get you
friends,
right.
We are gonna kick some ass.
Oh, all right.
Ooh, friends, I love you. You're so good. Ooh, friends, we're gonna scatter and shock them real nice. And topple this fucking place.
oh,
I lost it at the end there. I
No,
know.
I like
No, that's
Murray.
great.
you have a beautiful singing voice.
You do.
Yeah.
Really?
That was amazing.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I always thought I might be an entertainer. I used to sort of do a show and song and dance at my conventions, but
Oh my
it
god.
felt a little tacked on.
Really impressive tenor.
I just honestly, your natural vibrato was just it was disarming.
You can see my vibrato.
Oh, buddy.
Murray, you're used to attacking things head on.
Yes. Sabotage.
That's not sabotage, Murray. When you attack head on, that's just attacking.
That's a fair fight.
But how do you do that since we are all sneaky and underhanded?
Oh, well, the sabotage is part of it. You gotta get in their heads. See, okay, but like, there was this amazing warrior that I knew in my day that used to say that a fight starts the moment it has been established. So once that happens, you all fair game. Meaning you could show up late, you can cheat, you can hide in a bush and cut their throats, you can steal their family and hold them hostage.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, once the fight has been announced,
9.
all fair game. So that's kind of what I mean by sabotage. You show up and you fight, but you get in their minds.
Murray, how many families have you taken hostage?
That's
Oh.
well, I'm not sure we have time for that.
Yeah, that's a whole nother day.
Okay, so let's say us walking up to Beznost with a mile-long caravan was announcing the fight.
Yeah.
The fight is announced.
They know
Now-
we're coming.
Now,
we're
what do
behind
we
the hill
do?
currently. They may not know that we're here yet.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
I planned it, so we arrive at night. They're not going to see the dust clouds, but they will see us if we walk over the hill, which is why Bora's... Was your plan like we sort of space out, so we're like...
Yeah.
We're like evenly spread across the entire field?
They can't get us all.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
And
I'm
no,
gonna say
no,
what we're all
wow.
thinking, which is launched Murray in the Onager.
I'm okay with that.
That would be real fun.
Here's the thing. Have me be how about instead of us asking how we do things that aren't necessarily in our wheelhouse, everyone go be the best version of you. I will go in charging, being annoying, and they'll look at me because why wouldn't you look at me? And everyone else, go do what you do fucking best, which is go in the dark and sabotage.
but we are ideally meant to get
what
underground.
about the 10,000 other people?
Right, we can't just
Well,
Maybe then if not everyone can sneak, it's not just Murray coming in. Maybe Murray is leading the army.
Ooh, I could be a general.
I don't want to separate.
I would also love not to do that, but
Okay.
I mean,
Might be able-
I like the idea of like a distraction.
that's what I agree. So if we can have Murray even lead in, the first wave, right? But it seems as though we have a much smaller force.
Murray?
Yeah.
Best friend distraction
That's-
team?
Absolutely. That's the way we do it. We get in their heads and make them think that our army is tiny. And then bam.
Do we have access to other spellcasters who can help hide or disguise how many other sections of our army there are so we can take advantage of this distraction to put people in place?
I mean, it does feel like if we just get a couple hours head start to try to get underground, we let the siege happen as expected.
I have an
We'll have
idea
to
where we
hide our
build a
army.
giant wooden bunny.
Oh, they can't
Well,
resist.
I could bake one and then it would
Hide-
come to life.
See, Murray, this is what you say. This is what happens when you tell everyone to self-actualize.
I'm
We're getting
sorry,
the Great
but
You know what I
Beznos
think?
Bake Off, and that's ridiculous.
I'm just gonna go ahead
isn't
and
it
marshal the troops.
beautiful?
Yeah, marshal some troops.
Yeah.
You know, let's just play this one by ear.
Do
Yeah.
we get to take a little nap first or a little
that
rest?
would be great.
We can take a short rest. Yeah.
Only a short one, maybe not a
Just
long
a
one?
short
Long
one?
rest?
Long rest?
What time of
I
day
heard
is it?
long.
Well, it's not. We're gonna storm the whole place now. You want to do it
How
tomorrow?
long did we walk?
Oh no,
Yeah.
you've been
Oh.
traveling for a while.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
What? Oh, so we're full up.
Oh yeah, you're full up. You're full
Okay,
up.
Okay,
okay,
because
then
I
it
was
doesn't
like,
matter.
I don't want to go in on no spell slot.
Right. That's my thought as
Oh,
well.
yes.
However, where is everyone
However.
standing in this tent right now?
What?
It doesn't matter.
Good question.
By
I
the
don't know.
slap
Tell me what the
next
tent looks
floor.
like.
Yeah.
So it's a small command tent, burlap fabric, with a table in the center and a map rolled out on top of it.
We all got so hostile at Vince for asking a basic D&D question.
Stop
Don't
asking
you
where we
make me
are,
roll
Vincent.
dice.
Where I am.
Look, I'll start putting you places.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're all just kind of like circled around the. I mean, I know
The
I'm
map.
just around the map.
Okay,
yeah.
great. So,
It explodes.
while you're all circled around the map, just taking it in, some leaning on the table, some not, some by the flaps. Who's to say, really?
I'm leaning.
All of a sudden, the table in front of you, first of all, becomes very, very sticky, sticking the hands of Bora and Fess
Oh, yeah.
to the table, stuck to it, and then the center of the table opens up in a gaping maw
Not again.
to swallow both of you, or make the attempt rather. Okay, Fess, it gets a good chomp on Bora. You do manage to evade the nom. However, Fess, you take 17 points of
Yeah,
damage.
Fess was like elbows on the table.
Wait,
You're just
I will say,
oh god.
as Fess takes damage, her earring starts to glow, and so does Bora's, and the damage splits between them.
Hey, bonus power number 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
Beautiful. However,
Adorable.
you are currently being
Adorable.
chewed on. Bora, Fess, anyone else? What would you like to do? You are stuck to the table, mind you. You two.
Ooh. Help!
All right,
This is what this is what happens when you use maps.
I'm being chewed on and I look not interested in this. I'm very interested.
I know you're being chewed on like
Can
in this position.
I want to take out a vial that I definitely have, and I just yell, "I'm so sorry!" And I spray you down with guy oil.
Oh, whoa! She
I'm
not
in
only
hell, let
comes
him eat me.
undone, she comes undone immediately via Goyle. But also
No.
the stickiness on the table fades. Xander, you're also unstuck. Nothing can defeat Guy Oil. Ella, were you attacking the table?
Yeah, I was just gonna hit it with my mace. It feels like the only thing to really
Yeah,
do.
mace the table
Smash
mimic.
the table.
The Timic.
How many rerolls do
The Mabel. Oh, we only have a few, but you can use
Oh.
one.
Rightfully so.
Let's be real, they're all for you.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my turtle luck, my Ella points that
That's
I
fair.
have, because I deserve them. Okay, there it is. That's a number that is higher than 4. I don't even remember how to hit things because I haven't done it successfully for so long. 21 to hit.
With the pointy end.
thank you.
Beautiful. Yeah, okay. That's enough to damage a table mimic. Yeah, that mace collides right into its meaty maw. Narrowly missing Fess's face as she comes unstuck. And you hear a horrible screeching as the gore splatters across the room.
Ugh.
And Liren gently leans down and rolls up their mouth.
I want to go over to Liren and just slap them in the face.
Why do you think I had anything to do with that?
You're mad.
Too focused on maps and it's weird.
This shit follows you people around.
I slap them one more time.
Oh my god. Just one more time.
Oh.
I mean,
Go visit Barbara.
Liren!
Sorry,
oh no, I like the last one. I'm sorry.
I spent the entire trip in Barbara's caravan. She's rubbing off on me.
Yeah, respect.
Okay.
By the way, that
to pay
caravan's
extra for
gotten
that.
weird.
Murray's just gonna look into the air and just go,
Okay, if bad luck does follow us, hey, universe! It'd be really cool if you made everything in Beznost turn into a mimic right now and eat all the bad guys. No screaming. All right, it was worth a try.
Dead silence from the voice in your head. However, we have a confessional for the onager.
It's Mark.
Hey,
The onager's
Vince.
name is Mark.
Mark
The-
the onager.
The onager's Russian. Good luck.
I had a voice planned already, but apparently I'm doing this now. I've been traveling with the group for a long time, and I have not had chance to onage very many things. We had so much fun in Ezero when I got to blow up building and burn city to ground, but in Chenik everybody forgot I was there, and they all went to the fancy party without me. Look, I even carved a bow tie on my front beam. But now that we're going to big city, my mother has noticed me again, and I hope maybe I get to throw big rock and knock down wall and make many Kuzirik bleed because that make mama happy, and all I want to do is make mama happy. Okay, she named me, look. It's Hunter's Mark. The R is the wrong way, but you can still read it. Okay, I'm gonna go get ready now. Got to tighten my ropes and... okay.
Isn't that a Cyrillic R the other way? Like
Yeah,
the Russian?
it is.
It's the
Yeah. To the
Oh, that was
onager,
on
that R
purpose,
is the right way
yeah.
around.
Great. So, Thea,
Hunter's
Goldage,
Mike.
Thea and Goldage, and Urbara set off to marshal the troops, and Liren begins to gear up as well.
All right. Dazzle and me are heading the front of the army, and I say, whatever idea you come up with next in turn is exactly what we do. Ella?
Why do I have to go first?
Fine. Chirp.
I mean, if we're splitting the armies in half and taking the tunnels and doing a scissor movement, then I guess the more you can concentrate everybody towards the front central gate, that'd be wonderful. And then
Great.
we'll just come up around the back of the city.
Done.
If
Is
I
that where
may,
is that where the entrance to the
Hey,
to the
maps.
tunnel into the city is?
if I may chip in,
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
I
you.
think splitting the
It's
army
chirp. Well, it's
and
curve.
doing like, if I may chirp in, splitting the army and doing a sort of like pincer distraction is a great idea.
Right.
We all might want to stay together though, because we do got to get into the underground. Unless you don't want to go, I'm not going to make you go, but this might be like the weapon we use to like take out the Kaziriks. It might be really cool, so I thought you might want to be
Do
there
you
for
think
it. You don't
Murray
have to.
and I should stay with you?
I grab Murray. I grab
Yeah.
Murray's arm, and I'm just like, you
Yeah.
have to come with me because I'm your sword student, and I need you underground with me at the battle.
And Dazzle, if we do come to the place where we need to be to make the decision, it has to be you.
Okay. So then
We'll send a bunch of red shirts to distract.
I hate sending the army in alone.
Yeah, that was a bad choice of uniform.
Yeah.
Weird.
So you can't see the blood.
I'll just throw some like
Oh.
dancing lights out as a distraction or something on the way.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
maybe
say
we
the,
could-
the mean thing. Let the army do what it does, and we'll get them back.
When we go down there, I do need you all to be ready for anything. I'm not familiar with this place, and I don't know what we might find down there, or if it even wants to be found. So, I don't know what we're walking into, is all I'm saying.
What are the names of your spirit creatures?
The Anthu. And she pulls
Yeah.
out Pell and like it pokes his little ferret face out of her robe.
Well, let's hope some are still down there and can guide us in the right direction.
That would be good.
Meanwhile, as you finish up this conversation, there's a commotion in the camp, yelling and a clashing of metal. What do you all do?
Ah,
I immediately run out of the tent and fly up to see if I can see what's going on.
Run towards the noise as always.
Yeah, so flying above, you can see in a sort of circle of people who've gathered, there are two soldiers lying dead that appear to have been cloven by an axe, And one other soldier a little further away is wounded, but she is still alive and like groaning in pain and being tended to.
And these are our
Thea
soldiers, right?
is standing over the bodies.
Who is?
Thea Goldage.
I fly down to
Thea.
the injured soldier.
Evil check, evil check, evil check.
And she just has like a stab wound in her chest. It is bleeding, but she's currently
And-
appears to be stable.
And Thea's over the dead soldiers, not the injured soldier. Who's tending to the injured soldier? Anybody?
There's a few other soldiers like leaning down, like working on her wounds and stuff.
Okay.
And Thea's standing over the two bodies.
Okay, so I fly down to the injured soldier, and I'm like, "What happened?"
I don't know. They just up and they stabbed me. We were having a normal conversation one moment, and then one just pulled out a dagger and fucking went for me.
The other two soldiers?
Yeah.
No.
We're infiltrated already.
There's
And
blood.
Thea is rolling one of the bodies over, and she's like poking around their face and stuff.
Infected. They attacked one of us out of the blue. 3Ds. We'd better hope it hasn't spread any further than that. If we're rotten from within, we are properly fucked.
If you see two, there are a couple
Roll.
hundred. We have thousands of people here.
We
This
need
tells
to-
me just one thing. Whatever we're gonna do, we gotta do it.
I have this idea about building a giant wooden rabbit.
We truly do not have time for that, Chirp.
I was gonna say that shouldn't take too long.
that's a 20-30 minutes. Yes.
I call shotgun.
All right, well then the backup plan is the one that Lyran came up with, and I think it's okay if we're not going to build a giant rabbit.
Thea swings her gold gilded axe over her shoulder and just starts plodding toward the area that Lyran had marked out on the map. And slowly soldiers who are kind of like using their shields to cover them, which are more the color of the earth than they are, to make it look less like there are people moving through the hills, begin to filter into the field before Beznost as well.
And I look at everybody, but I'm leaning kind of a little more into Fess, and I'm like,
These people all know each other and trust each other. If one of them turns, how many are they going to get before they get caught?
Do you want a real answer? Or what's going to get you to get on board with moving as fast as we can?
I'm going to move as fast as we can anyway. I'm just worried that this is all going to go real bad when we're underground.
It's already going to, yeah. The best we can do is repair the tear and hope for a better tomorrow. Because this has already happened.
I look at Lyran and I go,
We can't tell them anything. If we
Oh,
make them even more paranoid about each other,
They'll flee.
they'll turn.
Not
They'll
a
flee or
word
they'll
of
turn.
this to anyone. It's just a random attack of passion, just a spur of the moment thing. Had a little bit too much to drink, things got heated.
Well, I think we should head into the tunnels. It's
Tunnels.
getting pretty loud out there.
After a short
It was
creep,
awful.
a short march. Sorry, Dazzle, go ahead.
Not telling them feels awful. It feels like we're marching them to their death and they don't even know it.
They know.
Every
One,
soldier knows.
one infected person in this army might be able to take a few down with them, but a loss of morale could kill us all.
Not to mention if they start turning on each other.
They need to be able to trust each other for as long as it takes for us to save them.
We can hurry.
The faster we move, the fewer infected are among us.
Yeah, being in charge sucks.
I grab Dazzle and I'm like,
But don't worry. I will definitely be the one to kill you.
After a short march through the fields, slowly so as not to alert any of the posted guards in the towers in the city further beyond, Lyran puts up a fist and indicates to the ground. All right, the entrance should be anywhere around here. Just fan out and look for it. It might be covered up underground just a little bit.
You know I'm casting a pass without trace on the fucking squad.
Here we go.
And I'll start using my like nature perception or something.
Yeah,
to
anybody who wants to
survival,
roll
to look
nature,
around.
survival, perception, or investigation may do so to try and find the entrance.
Yeah, Chirp's gonna sit down and cast his senses outward and see if he
Love
can
it.
find the hole anywhere.
Oh, yeah, so you're just peeping around, right?
I'm peeping around.
Roll me perception with advantage.
Okay.
By the way, my Whispers of the Dead, I'm going to take proficiency in sleight of hand.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's a 17 from Ella.
Okay, 17. And Murray?
22 perception check,
Damn.
and mine's more looking. I'm not looking for the door because that's other people's jobs. I'm looking to make sure we weren't being followed or anything by one of our possibly tainted allies.
You are
Yeah.
currently
Infected
detecting
allies.
no evidence of taint presently.
Okay.
Bummer.
That's an 18
25.
for the bird.
It was a what?
18.
18, okay. Great. Well then, Ella, you do get a little
25,
bit of...
by the way.
Oh, you got 25? Okay, anyone else roll?
Yes, 19, but investigation for traps.
Oh, word, okay.
25 for the door.
Nothing stands out trap-wise. The field does appear to be clear. So then, Ella, Fess, and Chirp, you kind of come across the door around the same time. Fess, you first. How are you looking for it? Like checking with your sword, or like how are you poking around for it?
Fess has got her like bow unstrung, and she's just kind of digging into like soft earth
Mhm,
to try to like feel something different.
Yeah, so eventually you do like clink onto something that is not a rock, but like a layer of stone or metal that really shouldn't be there. As your eyeballs projected also come across it, Chirp and Ella, you notice the same anomaly as well. And pushing aside clods of earth, you are definitely standing atop one of the predecessor's distinctive underground entryways. And there's a little notch in the center. And Chirp, Nazik like gestures at you.
Oh.
The necklace, you put the necklace.
He knew.
So Chirp puts the amulet against the thing.
And notching your amulet into the door, you hear a soft hiss, and the door splits down the middle, revealing a wide stair descending about 10 feet before proceeding into a long tunnel. What do you all do?
Spooky time. I'm gonna walk down into the tunnel, but as I'm walking, especially in the beginning of the tunnel, I've kind of got my eyes closed as I'm walking down the stairs, and I'm sort of casting my vision forward a bit, just to see if there's anything at the entrance that we should be aware of.
Okay, yeah. You don't see anything that stands out. It's a very plain stone, very cleanly hewn, but just a stone tunnel as far as you can tell. And anyone else?
Yeah, Bora steps up and will grab Fess's hand because we've sort of been stealthing along. And she says, "We've got this." And she'll do lay on hands for Fess to heal whatever residuals left.
Oh,
And then-
thank you.
Takes a position behind you, ready to go in after.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Just
So-
squeeze your hand.
How many people have gone in so far? The first.
Yeah,
At
I'll go
least-
with Bora.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chirp,
so at least
and
Fess, Bora, maybe Chirp, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll go in next, and I'll cast Bless on the three of them in front.
Ooh.
Ooh, love a D4. Thank you.
And then Ella, Dazzle.
Dazzle, you go ahead of me, sweetheart. Somebody with lots of armor on should probably be, and I'm, not very quiet.
I'll step forward and I'll cast Armor of Agathis as I walk in.
I can cast Bless on the rest of us, I think. Because Murray, you didn't cast it on yourself, right?
No.
All right, so I can get you. I think I got Bless today. I do have Bless today. Love that for me.
Love to see it.
Yeah. So who isn't blessed?
That would be Murray, yourself, and Dazzle, I believe.
All right, so I can cast it. I can cast it on the three of us. Sorry, Lyran and Zeke.
They're fine.
It's okay. We have a little bit of blood armor.
What is everybody talking about?
I don't know. I've been hearing buzzing. It's like a. Is your
If
jar of
you
bees
all have
loose?
cool new slang that you're using and you didn't tell me, you have to teach me.
That's true. And I just want to remind the DM that Pass Without a Trace means that there's no trace left of us going down this tunnel.
Oh, you're all good.
Oh God, that
Should
was
I roll
worse.
a stealth?
Yeah, anyone who wants to roll stealth certainly can with that extra plus 10.
Ah.
Do you want to re-roll?
Don't forget your
No.
bless.
No, I have to roll a disadvantage.
Bless you.
Bless
And I
you.
rolled a natural 20.
Well, we
I'm
have a
sad.
few
I did
re-rolls.
too. But I have to roll we have to roll a disadvantage, or I do at least.
I don't.
No, rub
Well-
it in. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
We
That
love
was one
that
of the
for
things
you.
I fixed when we got something a long time ago. I had disadvantage on stealth, and now I don't anymore.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I'm
42.
I rolled the big armor.
Oh, no.
So that's a 22 on stealth for Ella.
Okay, that's great. Fess?
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20 for a total of 43 with bless.
Fucking hell.
Oh wait, you're right. So 52. I forgot to add. I didn't even add Pass Without a Trace yet.
Even Murray's bones stop creaking.
I got a 31, and as Chirp is like skulking like he normally does, he turns around and sees like Murray behind him and didn't realize Murray was there and goes, "Ah!
How did you sneak up on me?"
I have no idea, but I feel like I'm floating.
Yeah, you're not even entirely sure Murray is taking steps. He just kind of glides.
Murray's like that dream sequence in a horror movie where he's just like gliding.
Or just a glitch in a video game.
Yeah.
Just moving along
Leans out of the
video
shadows,
Just
just
keep posing.
weeping.
Oh no, I'm stuck in a wall. I'm stuck in a wall.
Murray's just Bethesda
Murray.
swimming through the air.
Murray is speedrunning this.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh,
I've never
God.
been prouder of you.
Any percent, baby. Okay, so Bora, what was yours?
27.
And then Dazzle, remind me.
30 even.
Okay, great. Lyran, Nazik, Thea, or Bora, the entire rebel team, the core team, who's, still alive, and
Hey.
and a good chunk of the soldiers also filter in a line behind you into the city with the intent to hopefully find somewhere they can come out and surprise the army from within. And proceeding down the hall for a few minutes, you actually do come up upon a crumbling, a little bit weaker section of wall. And Thea puts her ear up against it.
All right, back up.
Ooh.
And you see the gold of her axe glow, and she swings, and the entire wall just caves in, which reveals a dusty old cellar with some casks of some kind of alcohol that appear to be aging here. And by the looks of it, they've been here for years. She signals Urbara, who begins directing troops into the cellar.
Remember, troops, I want all of that alcohol accounted for, and I want samples brought to me as soon as possible for tactical hero purposes for the rebellion.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Chirp, sir.
And I want to wait.
I'm sorry, yes, sir, Mr. Chirp, sir.
Oh, sorry, we almost lost your head. Whoever you are.
And the soldier wipes off a little dab of oil from their head.
Private
Mystique.
You better give me a
Tell.
fantasy dollar right now.
Okay. And he hands you a crisp US dollar.
What the hell
It
is
does-
that?
I don't know. It does
Can't
nothing.
read it.
I have so many
It
of
does
these.
nothing. It's true.
Now, you can't read it.
Anyway, I'm gonna look for rats.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see their faces when we come pouring out of some guy's basement.
So the troops begin to pile through. And Murray, as Barbara passes you, as Nazik and Lyran stand back so you all can continue down the tunnel and letting everyone through into the cellar, Barbara passes you and she reaches into her fanny pack. And fighting back Bria, fighting back a bit of emotion. I know, I had the same thought too. Gently places a ball gag in your hands and closes your fingers around it.
I want you to have my lucky gag in case this is the last time I see you.
You know, I pulled Barbara in for a hug, but I pull her hair really hard to do it.
Oh dear.
And you hear the squeaking of her leathers.
Oh my god.
And I do hold her tight, and I've been being kind of mean. So, and not in the way she likes. So I do say, I know. I just wanted to say, I know you have very strong feelings for me, but it does mean a lot that you've been helping, because I know you're not doing it just for me. Because most of the time we haven't been together on these missions, but I do really appreciate it, and I will hold on to this.
We missed you in the rear caravan.
I know, but something tells me you had a good time.
And as she unclasps from you, your skin sticks to her like when you sit on a leather sofa in summer. And
I remember that feeling.
And she proceeds into the cellar.
Good luck, Barbara.
She didn't have like a locket or a handkerchief or.
No. Oh, weird that you say that. And I like open the ball on the ball gag, and it is a locket.
Oh.
These are her grandchildren. That's why it's lucky.
Oh,
and look, and it just keeps going. It's like a little booklet.
Look.
Oh, wait a minute. And Nazi goes over and like flips them.
Oh, it moves. You can watch it get older.
Oh, you can make them dance.
Yeah.
Aw.
She's got a lovely family. And I want to wear it as a necklace. A nice little token.
We all know that
Absolutely.
this is foreshadowing that she's gonna die, right? Like
We
we've
can't-
gotten
I
to the
can't-
point we
we
accept
can't-
that,
we
right?
gotta
That you
get
got
'em
the
all
loss of
back.
her family
No,
and she's
now
I
it's
lean,
Barbara.
I lean into
party.
Dazzle. I lean into Dazzle and I go, hey. I think your nerves are getting you, bud. Take a deep breath.
You don't see it. You don't
Oh, no.
see it.
Hey, no, I see it, but we don't talk about it. That's Murray's friend. Be cool. I mean, she's dead, man. But like, be cool.
Keeping a lot from a lot of people.
You don't give your locket ball gag with your grandchildren's photos to somebody unless you know you're about to.
Right. She just said I'm only a week from retirement.
Yeah. She knows. Why do you think she gave her most important ball gag to Murray?
All right. Yeah, I'll be quiet.
Finch passes you all by, pausing for a moment, apparently in contemplation of giving you some of her bread, but ultimately decides against it. Good luck.
Oh,
And-
hang on, Finch. Hang on.
Good luck,
It's gonna be
bird.
great.
One second, sweetheart. Just one minute here.
Oh.
And I take out like a whole like sourdough loaf, like a big one.
Will this kill me?
I don't think so.
I'll take it.
And she puts out her little feathery arms. And Finch, by the way, not a large bird.
No.
So this is like the size of her torso, this sourdough loaf. And she just trots into the cellar wielding her
Hey,
sourdough.
bird,
Oh, hello.
don't die.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Kimph is the last one through. If we are, and he's like, he literally has to walk the tunnel like this. If we are successful, we shall push for the palace last in the center ring. I hope to see you all there. Today, the Khazaric Empire falls.
We're on the lookout for a lab of some kind. If you see anything, let the people know that we can find it.
Oh, sure. Well, hopefully it's just down the rest of this tunnel.
Yeah,
That would
If
be
only
real
we
nice if
had-
everything was just
convenient.
down this tunnel,
Right.
If
like a
it's in the-
railroad track, you know,
if
like
it's
we
in
were
the
just
cellar,
going.
though, or the city, I'll let you know.
Sure.
Thanks.
I want to lean in really quietly and kind of just like pat them on the shoulder and say, Anyone with purple eyes doesn't go into the palace.
Well, let's hope the infection hasn't already taken hold in the city of Beznost.
You know it has.
Given that this all seems to have started with Losha, I'll say our odds are not very good on that front. And he turns and enters the cellar as well. The last of the troops filter through, and even now you can begin to hear the commotion above ground. But alas, the tunnel delves yet deeper.
I walk next to Dazzle and I go,
I know it seems like we're not telling people the truth, or if we're keeping things from people, but there's something. When we were at the monastery, we never talked about all the bad things we knew were going to happen, because we knew they were going to happen.
Aren't you like deeply emotionally scarred from that though?
Yeah, but listen. Because here's the thing. When you're in a situation like that for a really long time, and everybody else is in the same situation, you don't have to talk about it. It's not that we were hiding it from one another, and it's not that we were lying or repressing it. We knew. And I know it seems like we're being rude or mean, but everybody here knows. And everybody deals with it in their own way. And when you have something unpleasant to do, you just go do it. And you get it done. And that's the mindset everybody's in. We're not hiding things. Everybody is, I think, pretty realistic about what happens in these sorts of situations. I don't want you to feel like you're lying to people. You're not lying to people.
I don't think anyone is doing anything intentionally wrong. I don't know. I'm sure Fess is right. Fess knows this better than any of us, and I trust her. It just hurts. It hurts that these people are having their final moments and they don't know it yet. And we do. And I know that they signed up for war, and signing up for fighting for what you believe in means that they were prepared to die for it. But I feel like the way we've seen it affect people is more gruesome than a war could have ever been expected to be.
Yeah.
Dazzle?
Yeah.
Death is much harder on the people that remain. That's the truth. It's peaceful.
We're not withholding anything.
We are, but it's for the greater good. And I understand.
All of these people know that it's their last moment. As somebody who's met and run into many people who are ready to go, who know that they're going, there's not a single person out there that I ran into that has not already embraced death. A lot of them know what happened last time.
And it seemed like everyone knew that we were here to fix this. They're on our side, and we know you'll make the right decision, Dazzle.
I think I will now too.
Love you.
I love you too. I love you all. Please don't die.
I can't die! And I walk forward.
We have not tested that hypothesis.
We have.
Following the tunnel further and further, you feel yourselves descending. The air grows colder, almost unnaturally so. Nazik's Anthu pokes his head out of her robes and sniffs the air. Chattering, it hops down and bounds around the tunnel, and gradually, you see other Anthu materializing around you. A variety of little animals formed of cloud and light, sniffing Pell and cautiously observing you all. Nazik
buddies.
runs over. Nazik runs over to one of them and picks it up, saying something to it in a language that none of you, except for Bora, understand.
Oh yeah, I speak the
You
predecessor.
do speak it.
Hold on. Is this the first language I've heard that I don't understand?
Oh
You're
my god, have we
right.
not done that yet?
No,
Have not.
It's the earrings too. We can
Yeah.
understand.
Holy shit, how long has that been pending? Oh
3
my
episodes,
Long
God.
baby.
time.
Wow. Someone else
Okay,
takes
the
notes.
Dragonborn spoke in common.
Uh-huh.
You knew cat because you were a cat.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so you know the language of the Aelic Pena, the predecessors. Now you and your wife are both the only ones who speak it.
Yay!
You speak Michael Pena?
Fantasy.
Quick recap everything that's been happening in the
So, and it just flashes back. And
Um,
everyone speaks with Fess's voice.
However, so both of you then hear Nazik essentially say, where is your companion? Are you here alone? How long have you been here? And asking lots of questions of the Anthu, and eventually hanging her head, dejected, and she stands back up. It's a lost Anthu. Sometimes they can persist, unwilling to let go even after their companion has passed.
Oh.
There are none of my people here. But that was to be expected.
But there's still some essence that remains.
Some. Proceeding further, though, you arrive at yet another door. However, before we solve this mechanical marvel before us, I'd like to let chat know that, hey, since you all smashed that goal, for the
Yay!
next 1 minute, let's get some D20 rolls in chat, which will determine the fight that happens up above.
Help
To do that, you will put
Amazing.
exclamation point roll. There is a 5-second cooldown, so if it does not work for you, hold for a second and try again. A lot
And
of them
that'll
won't
be for
work,
the next minute.
but you'll
And
have
once
a
you
chance.
see yours pop up once,
Don't
please
do it again.
please don't do it again. So everybody gets
Hey.
a chance.
Hey, can chat be some of my rats too?
Ooh!
Oh, they can be a
Chat
lot
rats?
of things, and I
Wait,
promise there's
chat
gonna be a lot
rats.
of things.
Can I call the cats to help?
Oh yeah.
Chat rats and
is
chat cats?
Yes. Beat me to it.
How much chat
love
would a
you,
chat
PvP.
rat cat if a chat rat could cat chat?
However, the door before you is a mechanical marvel, beautifully crafted of fine metal and interwoven in locking patterns, and is adorned with what appears to be a company logo. Nazik is staring at it with an eyebrow cocked.
Same.
This is the logo for an entertainment corporation.
A what with a who? Stop everybody with the code.
No, it's Mekezoa. In your tongue, their name was basically like mental theater or theater of the mind. They developed games mostly.
Oh.
But why would they?
I prefer a battle map, but I guess
Be
everybody
here.
Calm
gets
down,
their own thing.
Lirin.
Calm down,
Yeah, all right. Everyone's so excited about maps all of a sudden.
I really like theater of the mind.
Regardless, the door appears to be thoroughly sealed. You do have the tattoo needle and the ink you liberated from Chenik. How do you get in?
Bora looks at this door and then thinks about it opening. Real hard.
Surprisingly.
I
Oh,
look
really
at I
hard?
look at I
It
look at
doesn't.
Bora and I go, I think it's about to work. Do it a little longer. A
Hurtful.
little longer. And
Whoop.
I lean into to Fess and I go, your wife's real pretty.
Thank goodness.
I flex.
She's gonna burst a vessel, I think.
So do we need to give ourselves tattoos of this company, this theater of the mind?
They
It
didn't
sounds like a
pay
fake
me.
thing. I know, right?
I'm branding
The
myself.
way this usually works is it's a security measure. Only this particular pen can do it. You have to get a symbol that allows you access in
and it's usually the logo. We can take it off afterwards. I'm sure I can
Okay,
get
a
it out.
fantasy laser can remove this.
Yes,
It's a laser.
6 sessions and it's out of there.
Oh, geez.
Great.
It sounds
There's
like a
some light
commitment.
fantasy scarring, but if you didn't know it was there, like if you didn't look for it, you probably wouldn't see it.
Look,
Okay.
rock, paper, scissors to see who gets a really stupid tattoo.
I'll get it. I can
Oh,
cover it
I
up
can
with
do
my
it.
feathers.
What? We can't tap. You can't see your stupid. Okay. I also don't want to get it, so go ahead.
Don't all of us have to get the tattoo?
No, we just need the door open.
Oh, if we just need the one.
I mean,
Worry
anybody
about
can
whether
do
or
it.
not we can cross the threshold with it. but
Yeah.
We can try.
So I sit down in front of Nasik and I'm like, so give me the logo for the Mind Theater, and then also just, and I lean in and I go, give me everybody's initials.
Okay.
Oh no.
Is that sanitary?
Is this stick and
No.
poke? What is this? We're not in
Yeah.
prison.
This is prison rules, baby.
You see her, she's drawing with it almost like an ordinary pen, but Chirp, you feel a burn as she does so, and it is thoroughly tattooed into your skin as she draws it.
Did
And
you lie
hear-
about the removal?
No. And you hear the occasional, okay, oh shit.
Now you haven't seen the logo you haven't seen the logo in 10,000 years. You can take your time.
Okay, I don't know all of
Best
your
thought,
last
best thought.
names, so I took some guesses as to your
Oh.
initials.
Now remember, Dazzle has 7 initials.
Fuck.
Go on,
Dazzle, Valor,
Oh yeah.
Bobby, Darren.
Iona Azudal Drakar Volokas.
What are you saying?
I just drew a circle.
All right.
That's an
Hey,
O.
Bora, what's your last name?
A
It's
Farfoot.
Farfoot. I knew that one.
Hold on, I knew that. Do you want to make a last name?
Owen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you kind of committed to it before I was ready, but okay.
Farfoot. Uh-oh.
Oh, God. All right, we keep our own names.
Did
That's
you
cute.
two not talk about this before the wedding?
Nope.
It's not really a concern.
It's yeah.
And
Look,
Chirp
I
is
said
fucking
my last name,
covered in
like,
tats
once.
right now.
I'm kind of a single name.
Yeah.
As Meridian. Just so you know.
Like share. It's like
I wanna
fantasy
ta-
share.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
Share is kind of
Farfoot.
fantasy share.
So then my initials are Foff.
Beautiful. Well, with a hiss, as a matter of fact, the door does peel open, revealing a very sterile environment beyond. Clean angles, soft mechanical lighting, magical lighting that is, metal, stone, and glass. It reminds you quite a bit of the Foundry, which was Mku's lab. And right now you're in like a grand lobby-like area with rooms breaking off in a variety of directions. With a large central chamber beyond. What do you want to look for or try and do here?
We're looking for a lab, right?
This is it.
Oh, is there anywhere that was there a book or like a stand for the doll?
That would have been in Losha's study in the palace.
Which we don't want.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Right.
Well, choosing to destroy the tapestry appears to
We
be a
have to-
bad thing.
We have to make it appear first and then make a choice.
We're looking
So
for
either
a
way,
weapon.
we need to do that. Then we need to go
Right.
to the study, right?
But we
Hmm.
still need the resources from the predecessors to.
Yeah, so currently you're aware that Losha's study is in the palace, which is back up in the city. Right now you're in the underground predecessor bunker that Lirin talked about. That Lirin was under the impression contained some weapon to
Weapons,
use
yeah.
against the Kazurics, but wasn't sure what it might be. Lirin, by the way, currently very confused and trying to like dig through papers to figure out what is going on here.
Hey,
Um,
Nasik, Bora, Fest,
Yeah?
is any of this stuff labeled? It's a lab, right?
I'm
So-
just gonna run around and start like looking at stuff too to see and just like investigate and see what I can.
Sure.
Yeah,
anyone-
quick! Put your tongue on everything, Chirp.
Yeah,
Don't
oh God.
understand it.
Anyone who'd like to investigate around or poke around, roll your chosen stat for that, your chosen skill. Meanwhile, we have a confessional for an enemy soldier who's having a very bad day.
Yes.
Oh Oh my god, there's rats everywhere! Jesus, all these guys just came out of the fucking wine cellar! And, okay, I swear to God, I gave up the drink ages ago, but I could have sworn an onager just wagged its lever at me. Everything's going to shit up here, and oh my god, the soldiers are mimics! I didn't want to do that, but chat told me I had to! They're eating each other and themselves, and some of us, and it's just, oh, it's a calamity up here! Why is that cat wearing a robe? It's casting spells! What in sweet jumping Jehoshaphat? Oh jeez! Oh god, rats!
I'm loving every moment of this.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, it's lit up top right now.
It's the epic battle I'm sure you were envisioning in your head, Vince.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of things. We are, chat, by the way, going to narrate a bit more of that in detail per the roles that you did roll when we cut back to it. But for now, back in the lab, yes, rolls. What did you all get?
Natural 20 for a 29.
21 for me.
Nothing good.
Nice.
18 for investigation.
Okay.
19 for investigation. I had to use up all of my Ella points.
And then Dazzle.
I have an 18 for investigation.
Okay, so all you except for Chirp.
Yeah, Chirp
fine.
opens a cabinet and hits himself in the forehead with
Oh,
it. It's
buddy.
like,
Right in one of your tattoos.
That one's my initials.
All of you find a variety of things. It's mostly, as far as you can tell, research documents discussing new games the company was plotting, but specifically research on an altered reality state that they were investigating in this particular lab. And one they were attempting to use in a arguably nefarious way to try and transcend this plane, as far as you can tell. And meanwhile, while you're digging through all of that, Liren is also frantically going through documents. What? This was supposed to be a weapon. It's something we could use against the Empire to level Beznost. All of the predecessor documents spoke about this place like it was a threat, like it was dangerous.
Maybe the knowledge is the danger. And Bora holds up a book.
Upside
I turn it around because I realize it's upside down. My crit means I can read predecessor in no other languages.
Oh my god, speaking of predecessor book.
10,000-year-old dead language.
The Latin
Like that
nerd.
one idiot that speaks Latin.
Yeah. Like Esperanto.
Speaking of
It's
which,
me, I'm idiots.
Maybe messing with time is the weapon. If they're splitting realities, that seems pretty no danger to me.
and Liren is you can tell Liren is dejected. Like, Liren thought this was the ace in the hole. Like, Liren bet everything on this moment, and they're just like sitting back, slumped in a chair. And you realize something. You all realize that Nazik is not here. But you hear a voice from just the adjacent room. It's Nazik's voice. And you hear her say, "It is dangerous." And you can tell her voice is coming from the central chamber of this lab, the middle room.
It's the first time she hasn't been right behind us.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's go there.
The room is odd and spherical. And aside from a modest entryway, it's covered in 360 degrees by mirrors. In its center, a great glass orb sits upon a pillar and a dais with room for a person to stand at its base. The orb is filled with what you can only describe as fractal magic.
Like it.
Fractal.
Eye-straining geometric patterns turning like a kaleidoscope upon themselves and recursing infinitely. But before we get into all that, it's time to cut back to the fight upstairs, because there's a lot going on. We'll start with another confessional from the rat.
Yay!
The mob of rats.
the great and most eminent queen, goddess Fessila Oweni, has given us a sacred charge. She was unspecific about the parameters of how we go about our holy mission, and so we interpret it as rats do, as being to eat everyone that we see not wearing a red uniform. They were specific about that. Many of the Kaziriks also wear red. So we just decided to roll the dice and eat people that we find who do not smell like a wine cellar. But several of the Kaziriks have just come from a wine tasting. So we interpreted that as eating all the people who are red and don't smell like a wine cellar and also speak in a Russian accent. But Vince has forgotten to use that accent in several confessionals. So we've just begun eating people and alienating out of their chests. Oh God, I'm choking on some guy. Oh, and Guy's here, joining the fight, all two of him. Oh, but soon our mission will be complete. We'll have consumed the city, and then one day I will mantle her godhood. I am Zebediah the Rat, and soon I will become the new rat god. Tune in for campaign 2 of Failed Save.
It's not even the story.
What's that
That's
rat
not even the
talking
plot.
about?
Somewhere
it
Ella
on,
just
little man.
feels the knowledge of some cat just going,
Did that rat get eaten by sassafras?
Sassafras.
God. Oh, okay.
Sassafras god.
Meanwhile, though, that's our little cut upstairs. We'll resolve your rolls very shortly. But for now, Bora, your hands stick to the book that you're holding.
Dang it!
And all of a sudden, it's always Bora, I swear.
It's been sticky the whole time.
The book opens up in a giant mouth and
Get
chomps at your face.
Oh, come on.
come
And
on,
roll the nat 20!
No!
Oh my God, the book, oh!
I
The
don't get
book mimic takes a chunk out of Bora's face for 18 points of damage.
I
Not the
use as a
face.
reaction our earrings to take half of the damage.
Oh boy, there it is. Okay, split that 18 in half.
9.
You each take 9. And the book is currently nomming on your wife's face. What do you do, Fess?
I mean, let's do some shoots about it, please and thank you.
My face.
Oh,
Yeah.
my face!
My
Not
precious
my-
money-making face.
Yeah. She's so pretty! And I just take a bunch of shots.
Yeah, roll those. And, you know,
27,
Dang.
oh
17,
my God.
Watch
and
out.
19 to hit.
The humanity!
While Bora
Yeah,
and
each arrow
Fess are
gets like
doing
that close
that,
to your face.
Can I just put a little hand on each of their shoulders while they're like being great wives and just use the little bit of healing I can do and give them each 4?
I like that we're
Thank
within
you.
an arm's length of Dazzle, but she's still shooting me with the
But she's still
longbow.
shooting.
Oh, do I get
I
sneak
can
attack
use
on
my
this?
wings
Yeah, why not?
instead. I can touch them with my wings instead for a little more distance. I've only got a little bit of healing.
Oh no, you're great. You're great. Yeah, 4 points of healing each.
a little
That's
bit of
awesome.
healing hands. I'll take
I love that Fess is shooting at point blank. I enjoy that immensely.
Yeah, Fess just loses her mind at this thing.
fair.
25, 36, plus 8, 44 points of damage.
Beautiful. The book just disintegrates in gore around you. Pages going everywhere. And yeah, Bora, you are a little bit soak zoned by that.
Thanks, babe.
As they flutter down, I'm like, I can't breathe.
However, yes, this room that
Books,
you're in.
my natural enemy.
My favorite enemy. Books.
Lirin rubs some of the gore off of the mirrors. And you are in this incredible room. From not even floor to ceiling, it's a sphere. It's just the entire, across the entire surface of it, it's just 360 degrees of mirrors.
Just want
and
to smudge it.
that magic is pulsing in the orb. And you see Nazik standing just at the dais, facing away from you.
Hey,
This...
you gonna touch that? Don't touch that. It feels bad.
This company.
I'm sorry. Go on.
No, this... I was afraid it was going to come to this, but it's important you all know what happened here and what needs to happen next.
No?
Nikezoa developed the technology to access the dreamscape. They marketed it initially as a game. It's like a way to lucid dream with your friends while you slept. And it became very popular. They were arguably the most successful corporation in predecessor in our history. Until...
Corporation. Nothing, go on.
But then things started going wrong. And you can tell Nazik is doing something at the platform, but you can't exactly tell what. The Dreamscape's uses as a spy and surveillance tool by the government, and the errors that began to compound in it, these glitch beasts that we saw, you remember that, and the corruption of its users. Some people were waking up different than they had gone in, but the Dreamscape was abandoned and the company collapsed within a year. There were stories, though, that they continued experimentation with the system, working to develop a way for people to enter bodily into the Dreamscape and able to affect it more than they could with just their mind. But once the Blight came, everyone's attention turned to more urgent matters, and we forgot. And you hear the room powering on just a little bit. And Nazik is digging around in her bag, and she draws out a long, thin dagger with a glass chamber at its base. You recognize this as the all-kill dagger from the Foundry that Emku used to annihilate the Blight the first time. You're all going to need this. Bora, I believe you took samples of the purple goo when we last encountered them.
Yeah. It should pull out the vials.
That should probably be enough. You place it in the chamber, and remember that to activate it, you have to plunge it into someone's heart and twist the base. And I would save that for someone who really deserves it.
I could think of somebody.
Buy me as much time as you can, and then use it. It's a risk, but at this point, with how the Blight is already spreading again, I'm afraid this is the only chance we have.
Buy you time to do what?
Yeah, connect some dots for me here, because I don't know if I'm pulling it all together. What are you about to do?
I think I can save them. The innocent people. I think I can do what whoever came before wasn't able to finish. Does anyone remember Philemon's last words at the Battle of Goldsea Fields before he fell?
I was dead.
He said something to me. What did he say?
I'm an asshole.
I'm a sneaky fuck.
I've made many mistakes.
At the end, I was useless.
What did he say? Sorry, I was very focused on Liren at that.
He said, "The dream will never die." And at first, I thought it was just some empty pep talk about the spirit of rebellion. But now
His words were never empty.
I think he meant it literally. And
Dasle, you were affected by your dreams too.
Oh, we've all been drugged and dreamed some weird stuff together.
What does that mean? That it'll never stop?
Do we have to kill a dream? That seems hard.
Nazik turns
gets more and more metaphorical, and I'm just...
Nazik turns fully to all of you, and you can see a fractal energy now swirling on the dais. Watch.
And Nazik reaches her hand toward it, and before your very eyes, her flesh becomes a beautiful, transparent, radiant fractal pattern of light and energy. It's familiar to all of you. You remember seeing someone who looked like that in the dreamscape.
Her sister?
Some part of me always knew. From the moment she touched my face. The dreamscape has no laws of time or space. It was always me.
Future you. Past you.
Give me all of the blue potion, everything you have. I have a plan, and if we're successful, we can break the Blight's hold on this world permanently. And she takes every jar and piles them into her bag.
Oh, take the statue out of that. Okay.
This
Oh,
doll.
you know what? You can just have that one. I'll leave the goose statue jar here.
But
I'm gonna
Nazzy,
message. Oh, go ahead.
And I reach into my bag and I hand Nazik the book that I still have. Speaking of books. And this belonged to your people. And if it can do anything to help hasten this process or just make it easier on you.
I appreciate that, but I think where I'm going, it's better served in your hands than in mine. And if anyone can tell our story and keep us alive even a little bit, it's going to be all of you.
In predecessor, Bora says, "Good luck and thank you."
And
Tess will also speak in predecessor and kind of just gives her a little wave and just says, "It's freedom that stays. Never the sorrow."
and
With an 11 for performance, Murray also tries to say the words in predecessor, hoping that it's something along the lines of thank you and good luck.
And it comes out.
I think I ordered a fish dish.
You did order takeout. Yeah.
Chirp says, "D, you know what this means, right? You always said that 10,000 years ago you were a nobody, but you weren't. You were really important. You forgot yourself, but you remember now."
I hope you're right. And I hope this isn't for nothing.
And she puts a hand, Bora and Fess, on each of your shoulders and says, in predecessor,
I'm so glad that something beautiful could still come out of all of this, even with the world going to hell. And I appreciate you being here to show me that there is always going to be hope. And hopefully, I can help give everyone else a little more.
Buy as much time as we can.
I will be visiting every dreamer, every living person, and purging them of the blight from within the dreamscape. Who knows? Maybe I've already visited some of you. But this is goodbye, my friends. I don't think...
Are there any of those cool old gadgets that you can't maybe bring into the dreamscape, like any of those really cool expensive looking gadgets that come out of your bag that maybe like you can't bring with you, that you want to give to like maybe some friends that you've made that you care about very much?
She unclasps her wrist device, and she pulls out a little spherical metal orb from her bag and hands them both to you. That will help you track the ship, the kombucha. And when you're outdoors sometime, press the button on the orb. You're gonna love it.
Oh.
Outdoors.
Okay, outdoors.
And Chirp giggles and walks back.
Yeah.
But
Oh well.
my friends, it has been the pleasure of my life traveling with you. I hope we can all finish what my people started. And she gives each of you a long hug, trying to hold back tears. And
See you in my dreams, friend.
I'll try to make them good. I don't know what I can do in there, but
I already have really bad dreams. Please don't make them worse.
oh,
Well, now you have someone in there fighting with you, Dazzle.
I'll send some love your way from the other side.
And eventually we'll see you there.
And
It's only goodbye for now.
She slowly steps back up to the dais and moves inch by inch into the energy. You see before your eyes her body transform to the fractal woman of light you saw in Dreamscape all those many months ago, leading the Glitch Beasts. She turns to you, the last of her face slowly changing, and smiles. In a moment, she's gone, and the machine powers down.
Well, now I really feel her missing.
We have to go. We have to. She needs as much time as we can give her.
Okay.
Liren comes in from the other room, holding a stack of papers. What?
Some absolutely
what happened?
fucked shit just happened. I do not think we can explain it to you right now. We're gonna
No, for
have to
sure
keep
not.
moving.
No. It's
let's-
better if
hey,
you don't.
Did
The
you find a
weapon-
map or something, sweetheart?
Wait, are we good? What happened?
Yeah, the weapon is activated.
Yeah, we
are
did it.
good.
I go to the bathroom for like 2 seconds. Like, what the fuck?
Where the fuck did you go to the bathroom?
We're in a tunnel.
Like 10 minutes of that was looking for it, and I'm not entirely sure that I found it.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
However, Liren points over to a desk. I did, however, find this. And they reach over and press a button, and you hear an alarm going off in the lab, and a ladder drops down from the ceiling with a hatch that opens to a tunnel leading straight up.
That's convenient.
Good find.
Yeah, I mean, I found that while I was, looking for a bathroom. I'm like, it's a button.
Did
not a
you
bathroom.
pee on this?
I did not pee on this one.
I insight check that. 21.
Liren does not appear to have peed on this button.
They
Okay.
peed on a button?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of buttons around here. All right. However, coming out the top, you have to push your way through maybe half a foot of topsoil and cobblestones, but you pop out in the middle of the street. In the middle ring of Beznost, pandemonium surrounds you. And at the top of the hill, you see it, where all of this has been leading you, the palace. But before we end for the night, let's see how the fight upstairs went.
Tell me more about Anajar.
Initially, things got off to a very bumpy start. I
Oh, the
collected like
rolls.
20 rolls here, by the way. The force that hit the front gates was repelled off of them rather quickly, sustaining some minor losses, not including the Onager. Onager survived. However, once the people from the cellar busted out, they also had some trouble. They started getting nicked pretty quickly by the forces that were patrolling the streets, but that's when things turned around
Ooh.
because the rats showed up.
Yay.
They started chewing ankles, a little bit indiscriminately because they took a huge piece out of the Kaziric forces, but then with a natural 1 that Lauren rolled, started...
Specific!
I remembered that one so clearly.
Called out.
Started to eat a few of the rebel forces, but it slowly started turning around. Unfortunately, there was also a mimic, and then several mimics amongst the army, which, as we know, have a very varied diet, but things started improving because once the rebel forces...
my call to the universe worked!
Once the rebel forces started scattering, I mean, there's really only Kazirics left to eat, and then we got a 17 and the natural 20 after that, so all of a sudden, that's when we cut to our friend, the soldier having a bad time, and shit just started going haywire for the Kazirics, falling left, right, and center. However, then... well, the magic users showed up, but the Onager managed to finally breach the outer gates, wagging its lever all the way. However, the magic users used their powers that these mere citizens, these mere mortals that aren't accustomed to fighting, to fell even more of our soldiers. But finally, because the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rolls were all 20, 18, 20, 16, 18, etc., all in a go, the rebels rallied together, annihilating the Kaziric forces, even though their only job was to buy time, and managed to carve you a safe path up to the palace, which you will be able to take in our very next episode.
Hey.
And having sent Nazik off into the dreamscape and used that predecessor technology, exiting the lab, you come out onto the street with a few unusual new abilities. As a matter of fact, that's Dazzle. Oh no, Dazzle, you have kind of an odd talent now. You have the ability... mind control is not the right word for it, but you have the ability to put a person on a different path in life. You can convince someone to live their life in a slightly different way.
Oh my
It's
So many.
subtle.
You're
so-
Obi-Wan convincing the Death Stick dealer to change
The
his
exact
life.
fucking thing that I thought.
Oh my god.
Are there any
I wanna
evil
go
soldiers
home
I
and
can see
rethink my
around?
life. What was that?
Are there any evil soldiers still around? As
Oh,
we, like, peek
probably.
out.
They're all running about.
I test immediately on one of them and I say, join the rebellion.
And he, well, okay, it's not mind control, so he sits down to think about it like, have you got a pamphlet? Oh, wait, do you have a pamphlet? Oh, rats! Oh!
I'll try it another time.
The Russians what got him. Then, this is so stupid. Ella, oh my god, of course, Ella!
Oh no, what did you do?
You feel a power coursing through you, and you touch the surfaces around you. You realize you have the power to make any place or thing homey.
Of course I do. I mean, I already had that power. I don't know what you're talking about.
Make any house a home. And then finally, this is kind of fucked. No, I'm not giving it to you again. Okay, Fess, you receive a little bit of precognition, and you realize you've gained a single portent die.
That's
Dope.
Whoa. That's the name of the campaign, right?
Portents of the Magialum.
There it is.
However, that is where we will be ending for tonight, y'all. Woo! We had a lot to get through, a lot of wonderful shenanigans thrown at us by all y'all out there in chat. So thank you so much for that. And those powers they're all designed to come in very handy in the next and final episode of Campaign 1 of Failed Save. Remember, the show is not ending, just the campaign. These characters and a brand new exciting story will be returning. But in the meantime...
Can't believe there's no more failed save after this.
I'm dead. Vince, I'm going to kill my character.
Oh, you totally... I might beat you to it.
can't die.
No. I don't
Thank
stay
you
dead.
all for turning up. In the meantime, before we end off for the night, let's go around the table, say who we are, who we've been, and where to find us.
Yes, hello. I'm Xander Genre, and I've been Bora, your Furbolg Paladin Ranger. But you can find me at Xanderific with 2 R's and 1 F on Twitter, and I also stream here on Twitch. On Monday nights, I'm over on the Play Renegade channel as the Pink Ranger in Day of Destiny, our Power Rangers live play. So make sure to check that one out. And then next Tuesday, along with some special people here, I'm going to be premiering Queers, the Super Sentai magical girl sort of RPG that they'll be kickstarting, and we'll be playing over at Hyper RPG next week. So keep an eye out on my schedule.
Nice. Hi, I'm Abria Iyengar. You can follow me on social media at Quiddy, Q-I-D-D-I-E. I have been Fessilo Wenny Farfoot.
Oh,
Oh, hyphenated. I heard the hyphen.
Love it.
it's the earrings that's
It's
official.
the
now.
earrings. Yes, 100%. Yeah, you can see me live play other than here on Wednesdays playing Into the Motherlands on Cypher of Tears channel at 4 p.m. New episodes of Dimension 20's The Seven drops every Wednesday at 4 o'clock too.
It's so
You can also
fun.
it's very fun. I also play a ranger there, but I love Fest more, so don't worry about it. And I will also be on Clears on Tuesday playing the Purple Ranger. I'm so excited. And what am I missing? There's stuff coming up for D&D Celebration. I don't know what I'm allowed to announce, so I'll speak vaguely. And the thing I thought the announcement would have been out by now. You just gotta hold on for like one more week. I've got one more big cool announcement coming down the pipeline. Yeah.
Age of Abria, baby.
Yeah,
It
my
doesn't
summer
stop at
will
the
never
summer.
end. Ooh, I'm sweaty. Don't put your arm up. And then now.
Hi,
You're
I'm-
sweaty, so I can't put my arm up.
Nobody do it. It's in
Yes.
solidarity.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sage Ryan. I have been Dazzle, your fallen Azamar warlock. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Not Sage. I stream over on my channel, and I stream on this channel all the dang time, including It's Too Early, Damsels Dice, and Everything Nice. One time on the internet, we got a bunch of shows. I think they're very cool. People work very hard on them. I'm also a cast member on Smosh Games. I am over on the Mad Cave Studios channel talking about comic books, and every Thursday I am on the D&D channel for the Black Dice Society.
What's up? I'm Anthony Carboni, and tonight I've been playing Chirp Birmington, your honest, forthright, and caring Eric
All right.
Coker monk. You can find me most nights cruising the streets of LA looking to start a fight with the fucking cast of Mortal Kombat.
Damn.
What's up? I am calling out Josh Lawson. I am calling out Max Huang. I am calling out Chin Han.
can't be
I am
actually
calling out.
real
Listen,
All of them.
listen.
We're
We're not.
Sissy
we're not-
Stringer, what's
we're
up?
not calling- no,
Ignore
we're
the
not.
mumbles.
If
Meet us
I
in these
see you on the
streets. Test your mites, motherfucker.
Prepare yourself. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, cast of Mortal Kombat.
Okay, or we're not.
You can find me Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays here on this channel for It's Too Early. You can also catch
We'll
me
see.
everywhere on the internet at A Carboni, except for here on Twitch, where I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. I can fight the entire cast of Mortal Kombat. You think I can't fight you? Also, it's Friday, which means there is a new episode of my science comedy podcast with Jeff Canada. We Have Concerns, which you can find at wehaveconcerns.com. Fucking come at me, cast of Mortal Kombat.
You can't stop. Somebody else outro quickly.
Hi, it's me, the person who apparently might end up having to fight Anthony for the honor of the PixelCircus channel. Anyway, it's probably gonna be fine. I'm Kaylee Bray. You can find me on
Are
Twitter.
you taking Mortal Kombat's side right now?
What's happening?
I'm here to save your life, my dude.
They don't believe in your power, my beautiful peanut butter
You know,
puff.
okay. Anyway, I also will be probably vaguely around for the Queers RPG in the chat. If you are curious about the like story and some of the lore behind it, this Monday I will be live with Hyper RPG to read the manga out loud with the chat. So come check it out. I will announce that on my social media. And Ella's so quiet and reserved. Oh, sweetheart. And otherwise, I'm here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time for Damsels Dice and Everything Nice with the incredible John Matson from Star Kid guesting as the one, the only Scrooge McDuck.
Oh, wow.
Kiss me, kilts! You're doing a ducktail!
We're doing a ducktail. Woo. And it's going to be very fun. So don't miss it. And we've also got a couple more episodes of Trouble in Techburg left on Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific time right here as well. So please join us for that.
Neat. I'm Gina DeVivo. I have been Murray, and we've got some cool stuff going on. I've got the second season of Kalex is coming back on the 21st of this month. It was not supposed to have more seasons, but we all fell in love with each other and we couldn't let each other go. And none of us died, which is surprising for a Call of Cthulhu game.
Very surprised.
So please come support the show, because the people that make the show and the people that are on it with us, the incredible Bridget Jeffries, Paula Deming, and Becca Scott are three of the most lovely human beings ever, and the characters they created are wonderful, and we're focusing on one of their stories in particular this time around, and it's really meaningful and beautiful, and we're probably gonna die, because the longer you live, the less likely you are to live. So
That's true in real life.
Anthony, stop beating me to things.
So come check it out while we're still alive. It's going to be 4 episodes, and it's going to be lovely. And so check that out. It's on Becca Scott's channel starting on the 21st.
And I have been Vince Casso, your DM, and I've been planning that goddamn Nazik arc for so fucking long, I can't even tell you.
Very
Such a good
satisfying.
It was
twist.
beautiful.
It was good.
Oh my god.
So good, the twist.
You bad wolfed us, and we love it.
You can find me on the tweets, Twitch, and
I don't want to go.
tweets, Twitch, and on Instagram at Vince Casso. And next week on Failed Save, Friday, for the season fucking finale, the campaign finale of Failed Save, y'all. The crap I got planned for that episode, you don't get it. You don't know. Tune in to find out. In the meantime,
Can't believe there's no more failed save after next week.
I hate you so much.
I can't believe all of PixelCircus is stopping when
I
you're
can't believe
not.
we're shutting
do
down
that
the
to me.
entire channel after
Don't
next
jinx
week.
Twitch
this.
goes dark.
Killed by Mortal
That.
Kombat.
Don't
Right
put
when
that
we're
in the
done.
universe. I will fight all of you.
That's it.
Yeah.
Get in line behind all of Mortal Kombat.
Join the Discord. Join the
Thank
Patreon.
you.
I love you all. Thank you for giving us your evening, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.
Laura
Mwah.
Brent, you thought you made it out safe. You
Oh my
didn't make
God.
it out safe.
Jesus.
Mute Anthony.
Somebody mute Anthony.
Little bitch.